thank you. Please be seated.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. This is Liz Cremona as a court interpreter. I believe we have 3 Spanish matters, and
Yes,
I think I will have
we
to do it in consecutive mode. Yeah.
I know. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. No, hold on. Okay. All right. Great. I am. Yeah. Sorry. There was a last minute switch. Okay. All right. This is the 2 p.m. initial appearance calendar for August 6, 2026. The court's orders for the taking of fingerprints and DNA samples made on the 2 a.m. calendar on the 1st of the month will also apply to these hearings.
Bueno, esta es la comparecencia inicial de las 2 de la tarde para el 6 de agosto del 2026. Las órdenes judiciales de la toma de huellas dactilares y pruebas de ADN que se hicieron a las 2 de la mañana el 1 de este mes corresponden para todas las audiencias agendadas.
All right, and I'm going to read the victim's rights advisement, and then we'll have it translated into Spanish. I'm not going to have it translated into Marshallese because the Marshallese-speaking defendant's case is not a victim case.
Bueno, ahora voy a leer el informe a las víctimas y después se va a hacer la interpretación o traducción al español. No se va a traducir en el idioma marshallese porque el acusado que habla ese dicho idioma no tiene un caso donde se requiere víctima.
And Ms. Cremona, are you ready for me to I'll go straight through victims' rights. Do you have a copy in Spanish?
No, Your Honor, but I can remember it all.
Oh,
Thank you.
I'll take a couple of breaks.
Oh, no need, Your Honor. I have it
You
memorized.
memorized it? Oh,
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, me too, nearly. All right. If you are the victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you are advised that you have rights under Arizona law that, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, to a speedy trial, to be present at court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling, and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing you loss. If you have not already been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office.
Si usted es víctima de un delito en una causa pendiente ante este tribunal, se le informa que tiene garantías bajo la ley del estado de Arizona, que entre otros incluye el derecho a que se le trate con justicia, respeto y dignidad, a un juicio rápido y estar presente en todas las diligencias judiciales, de escoger si quiere ser entrevistado por medio del acusado o el licenciado del mismo, de que se le conozca antes de que se haga la decisión sobre la puesta en libertad, negociación de un convenio resolutorio, imposición de pena y de recibir resarcimiento por medio de la persona que fue hallada culpable de su pérdida. Si no se le ha proporcionado con la información por escrito sobre sus derechos como víctima, por favor comuníquese con la oficina de la Fiscalía.
All right, now for the interpreters again, I think I'm supposed to take the lesser used language person first. Isn't that right?
Yes, Your Honor, although
Okay.
we received an email that it was going to be at 2:30, so I'm not sure, but yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. All right. And so for the Marshallese interpreter, are you prepared to use the headphones or are we going to go consecutive?
Your Honor, I could do either.
He hasn't called in though, right?
No, but
The other one did. Let's leave her on the headphones then. Okay, we'll go consecutive. All right, Mr. Junior Dominic, will you please come to the podium?
Your Honor, is that the Marshallese case?
Correct. Yes, that's your case. Go ahead.
Okay. Mr. Junior Dominic, what meron ito ko ni Jeman?
He's coming. All right. Good afternoon, sir. Please wait for the interpreter and then tell me your full name and date of birth.
Leo Jago Neligan Riley, Qatar Rugogo, Imam Ledok Oliban Adam Kabran and Latakam.
Junior Dominic, 96.
Junior Dominic, May 96.
Is it May 3rd?
Yeah.
May Chiruga.
You have to answer out loud.
Joji Muwaga.
Aye.
Yes.
All right, thank you. Sir, you are before the court in two matters. I will start with your new arrest from last night or yesterday.
Okay, with Perry man called in Kin Rob Minago, and it's Chinokin Irgar Bugo Cabello Pong.
You have a new case in which you've been accused of possessing narcotic drugs, which is a class 4 felony.
Narum Ikichinan Gar Waripe Minago Ragajor, class 4, class M felony.
And drug paraphernalia possession, which is a class 6 felony.
Narum Gar War Minago Matan Minago Ragajor, class Gigino felony Mino.
And criminal trespassing, which is a class 3 misdemeanor or minor offense.
Narum Ikichinam Gar Ralagachon Chigino Mekonagar Jimperie, Knachidu misdemeanor Minachon Mino Me Eric.
I am appointing a lawyer to represent you in this new case, and it should be the same person who represents you in your older case.
And it's Ligichonam lawyer, but Chibango Ichin case in Amagal. Ima any HR lawyer on a Chibango can cage Guam Bogdala.
I'm scheduling your next court hearing in both cases for August 12th at 8:30 in the morning.
Right, schedule, when it's a rolled and court, Ikichin case gonna raw, when August Chongo ran rally the Chibatan Chipung.
That will be a status conference with your lawyer and the prosecutor to determine what else is going to happen in your case.
And it's when Iana Koilagadogi Penrodim Lale Yain Chiberia, lawyer Ramanit Per, lawyer Chon me prosecutor me Narum, and it Per, in Chinijale, we winar one Malak and Kajam.
I'm scheduling 2 additional hearings in your new case only, and those will be as follows.
Right? Pareno the legal Baroyan case, a Rogajaka case, Ginamikichin Kajam again, here again.
Your preliminary hearing in the new case will be August 14th at 8:30 in the morning.
Preliminary hearing a Rogajaka Melego Kitchen Kajam and Jawala, August Chongolem and Ran is the Chimatan Chipung.
And you will have a bail eligibility hearing on August 13th at 1:30 in the afternoon in the new case only.
Norbert Rogajaka Ikichen bail, Lalak Marogan bail, August Chongo Ran, Chon Chimatan, Aganijan case in a me again of the much.
All of those hearings will be in the downtown Superior Court, and the address is on your paperwork.
Audibin in Rogajaka again, me out Lewaganuk in Court again, Renijwalo, Court, Merajba Superior, and make that downtown. Other is your value pay back on Iberaldo.
The reason you have a bail eligibility hearing in the new case is because today you are not eligible for bail, and you will be held in the jail without bond.
When did our Kamali in Rogajaka kitchen, Lalek with Marogan get bail in root, is going to get rain in, what chip eligible, like what chip Marogan, ready to revision, chicken calibuzana.
You might be found eligible for bail at that eligibility hearing next week, but you are not eligible today.
Marogan, Loga, with Marogan. The program bail weekend now, I kitchen riding, what chip eligible, like what chip Marogan.
And that is because you have been arrested for new felonies while you have a pending felony case.
In one and while meaning it's going to get out Booking Meldo kitchen felony can, got a war felony.
In the older case, the one in which you did not appear for your sentencing hearing, you have a $2,500 secured appearance bond.
Kejam me irto, me quasi cherry and Ian call down, Barneo me what is a which can like is your 1,000 Mabugala.
But you should wait to post that bond until you find out whether you will get any bond in the new case next week.
And it's a man get what it's Qatar, Motajanam Kalaki Bande, Lale Renige Levajam Ban and Kejam again. What it is Alikargan weekend now.
Your complete orders are in writing. If you will please step to your left, the officers will give you your copies. Thank you.
Arvin Peva, Memia Chegi, which can say the enemy of Prodigy Lounge.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Have a great day. You're welcome to disconnect.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. All right, let's go ahead with Mr. Higuera Yepes and Mr. Quintero Ayala at the same time, please. Oh, we can't hear you, Ms. Kermit. Oh, we only have one headphone. Okay, we'll do them separately. Okay, no,
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Whoever has the headphones, come first. Mr. Higuera? Okay, thank you. That's okay. You're fast. All right, sir, please give me your full name and date of birth.
Carlos Ramón Higuera Yepes, el 1 de noviembre del 2001.
Carlos Ramón Higuera Yepes, November 1st, 2001.
All right, thank you. Sir, you have been arrested on new allegations that are as follows. Possession of narcotic drugs for sale, a Class 2 felony. Transportation for sale or sale of narcotic drugs, that's a Class 2 felony. And illegally conducting or controlling a business enterprise, that is a Class 3 felony. You've also been accused of conspiracy to commit those crimes, which is also a Class 2 felony. The police have provided probable cause for 2 out of the 3 of those allegations. That includes the conspiracy and the illegally conducting a business enterprise. At this moment in time, the court does not find probable cause for the alleged drugs because at this moment, the police are awaiting preliminary test results show that there is probable cause that those were actually narcotic drugs. But based on the other evidence in the case, the court does find that there's probable cause to believe that you conspired to sell narcotic drugs. As to whether they actually were or not, this court is not considering at this moment, but the narcotic drug charges, the 2 of those are still pending against you. The state can go forward with formal charges. I'm appointing a lawyer for you, and your lawyer will explain that to you more at your next court hearing. I'm scheduling 2 court hearings for you. The first, I have an AG in here. Do we know that? You're the AG, right? One moment, sir. Okay, hold on.
Yes, Your Honor,
Okay.
sorry.
Okay, no problem. But I was just getting to the interesting part. So go ahead.
She emailed it, and did form 4 in the minute.
You did? Oh, okay. I apologize, Mr. Higuera. We've had a lot going on at the court today, and we appear to have also missed an email from the Attorney General's office. So give me a second, ma'am. Why don't you go ahead and announce, please, counsel?
Thank you, Your Honor. Alexander Sweetie on behalf of the Attorney General's office.
Okay, thank you. And they're going to forward me the email.
Counsel, I'm sorry for the AG. Just your microphone does not sound good at all. So sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you hear me now?
I'll try my best. Go ahead.
And I was advised, get closer and speak up loudly. Sometimes the microphones, when they break up like that, it's because the sound volume isn't strong enough on your end.
Okay, I'm sorry. Is this any better?
Yes.
Okay. Alexandra Sweeney on behalf of the Attorney General's office.
Okay, and we're going to get those attached, but Counsel Sweeney, can you avow, this is my assumption, is what you sent the results of those preliminary laboratory tests on the substance?
Your Honor, we sent an amended Form 4. We did receive preliminary results indicating that the substance was positive for fentanyl.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Then we will get those attached as soon as they're doing that literally right now. All right. So Mr. Igetta, I'm not sure if you followed all of that, but the prosecutor is appearing virtually in the hearing. I had not realized that. And she let us know, and my staff let us know, that the police did indeed obtain the preliminary lab results for the substance that they allege that you were selling, and that substance did test positive for fentanyl on a preliminary test. That is sufficient for probable cause. So I do find probable cause for all 4 of the allegations against you. I'll just go over them again quickly. It is narcotic drug possession for sale, transportation for sale or sale of narcotic drugs, and conspiracy to do those things. All of those are class 2 felonies. Also illegally conducting a business enterprise, which is a class 3 felony. All right, and well, I'll get that fixed. Can Stat, you're going to attach them to both defendants, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I can't hear. I called them, but I also emailed it to you.
Okay, thank you. Oh, she emailed it to me as well. Let me just look at that real quick. Okay. All right. Then I'm scheduling 2 court dates for you, Mr. Igetta. The next one is going to be a status conference this coming Wednesday, August 12th at 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court. Your preliminary hearing will be August 14th at 8:30 in the same court. And before I set conditions of bail or release, I will just let the state's attorney know that I am inclined to order essentially what the state was asking for. That was already my inclination in this case, which is a $50,000 cash bail. Counsel, I am not inclined to do electronic monitoring. I am personally opposed, after 25 years in the justice system, to the use of electronic monitoring strictly to control for failure to appear in a case in which somebody is already putting down a huge bond. And this is because, in my experience, that often just results in a loss of taxpayer property when that person runs anyway. And so if somebody's going to run on a $50,000 bond, they're going to run. That it's hard to talk me out of it. You're welcome to try. I usually reserve electronic monitoring for cases in which I believe it could make a difference to public safety, or, for example, people who are not flight risks but could use the structure in getting them to appear for court. So I'm just not planning to do that, but you can make a pitch for it. Everything else, I will say, you stated you've checked the box alleging that this defendant is not a legal resident of the U.S. I'm not sure of the source of the allegation in the Form 4. The police typed this simple sentence: crossed on foot 3 years ago from Tijuana to San Diego. I don't know where that information comes from, but if you have any other information on that, you're welcome to provide it. Though I will say I am inclined already to order the amount that you asked for. Go ahead, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor. Just when we ran the defendant's criminal history, he doesn't have a social security number, which makes me believe he's not a legal resident. I'm not sure about him crossing. I'm not sure where the officer just got that information from.
Well, hold on, let me
Otherwise,
stop
I
you there.
have nothing else.
I'm sorry. I have to stop. So if you can speak up and maybe slow down, then it won't be as choppy. I'm just afraid it's very choppy for the interpreter. Go ahead.
Okay. Sorry, Your Honor. I will start over. When we ran the defendant's criminal history, he had no social security number, which led us to believe he's not a citizen. I don't have any information regarding him crossing the border that the case agent referred to in the Form 4. Otherwise, I have nothing additional to add. Thank you.
Oh, all right. Thank you. Mr. Higuera, I've considered what's been alleged against you, the apparent strength of the alleged evidence, the likelihood of flight to avoid what could be a mandatory prison sentence, and your alleged ties to a different country, which tends to increase the risk that someone will flee to avoid prisons because they do have somewhere to go. So based on all of that, the court sets bail in your case at $50,000. It is cash only. If that money is deposited, you will be released while you wait for your trial in this case. You have other conditions of release in addition to the bond money, and that is no contact with your co-defendant. That begins now. No weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription. You may not leave the state of Arizona without the advance permission of the court. If you violate conditions or miss a court date, then you will likely lose the bond money forever, and there will be a warrant issued for your arrest. If you come to all of your court hearings, you do get the money back at the end of the case, even if you are ultimately convicted. Everything I just told you and your complete orders will be in writing. If you will step to your left, the officers will give you your copy, and you can hand them the headphones. Thank you.
Gracias, señoría.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, and then we'll have Mr. Quintero as soon as we're ready. They're just doing shift change, the DOs are. Good afternoon, sir. May I have your full name and your date of birth?
Eduardo Quintero Ayala, 5 de febrero 96.
Eduardo Quintero Ayala, February 5th, 1996.
All right, thank you. Mr. Quintero, you have been arrested for allegations of possession of narcotic drugs for sale. That is a Class 2 felony. Transportation for sale or sale of narcotic drugs, that is also a Class 2 felony. Illegally controlling or conducting a business enterprise, which is a Class 3 felony. And conspiracy to do all of those things, which is a Class 2 felony. I do have the amended paperwork that the police department provided in your case through the prosecutor's office with the notation that the powder seized in your case by the police tested positive for fentanyl in a laboratory test. So I do find probable cause for all of those allegations, and I am appointing a lawyer to represent you in this case. I'm scheduling 2 court dates for you. First, a status conference on August 12 at 8:30 in the morning. That is this coming Wednesday. And your preliminary hearing will be Friday, August 14th at 8:30 in the morning. Those are in the downtown Superior Court. And the prosecutor is appearing virtually in your case. And ma'am, I will note that I am inclined to make the same order for Mr. Quintero that I did for Mr. Higuera. Is there anything that you wanted to say on his case? And I should have you announce first.
Thank you, Your Honor. Alexandra Sweeney on behalf of the Attorney General's office, and I have nothing to add beyond my written recommendation. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Mr. Quintero, I've considered what's been alleged against you, the apparent strength of the evidence, the potential mandatory prison sentence you could face in this case, and the allegation that you do have ties to a different country. Based on all of those things, this court sets bail in your case at $50,000. That is cash only. That must be deposited with the court before you can be released while you wait for your trial in this case. If you do deposit the money, you will be released. and you must come to all of your court dates and comply with your release conditions, or you will lose that bail money forever, and there will be a warrant issued for your arrest. If you come to all of your court dates and comply with your conditions, you will get the money back at the end of the case, even if you are ultimately convicted. You have written release conditions as well. A copy will be provided to you. Those include no contact with the arresting officers, no contact with your co-defendant. I just gave Mr. Higuera the same order. No weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, and you may not leave the state of Arizona without the court's advance permission. Everything I just told you is on your paperwork. If you please step to your left, you can hand the headphones to the officer and he will give you that paperwork. Yes, thank you very much. All right. Thank you, Ms. Sweeney. Did you want to be excused? Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Have a great day, and thank you for jumping on the additional PC. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, take care. All right, Mr. Diaz, Giovanni Diaz. Are we getting him the headphones, please? Yeah, he needs the headphones, and so does the next one after him. Where'd they go? The headphones? Oh, you got them? Okay, thank you. Thank you. All right. Good afternoon, sir. What's your full name and date of birth, please?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. My full name is Giovanni Cardoso Diaz. My date of birth is May 21, 2000.
Okay, Mr. Cardoso Diaz, I had understood you would like to have the assistance of a Spanish language interpreter. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, then I need to ask you to please wait for her to translate and answer in Spanish, and then she will interpret it for the court because we must do all of one or all of the other. So I know you can probably understand most of the things I'm saying, but please wait for the interpreter so you're positive you understand and then answer in Spanish. All right, I got your name, but can you please say your date of birth again?
Giovanni Cardoso Díaz, fecha de nacimiento 21 de mayo del 2000.
Giovanni Cardoso Diaz. My date of birth is May 21st, 2000.
Thank you. You were arrested for one allegation of misdemeanor assault. That is a class 3 misdemeanor. Based on what the police provided, there is probable cause for it. I'm not appointing a lawyer for you though, because I am planning to release you. And in this type of misdemeanor, we don't normally appoint lawyers except to help people with bond that they are unable to pay. But I'm not making you pay any bond. So I'm going to release you. I'm going to give you a court date and some orders. The orders are intended to keep the peace between you and the alleged victim while your case is pending. Your next court date will be in the Peoria City Court on August 25th at 9 o'clock in the morning. That is a little over 2 weeks from now. The address in Peoria will be on your paperwork. As I said, I am going to release you. You have very little criminal history, and I believe you can likely control your behavior and comply with release conditions while this case is pending. So the orders, though, are standard domestic violence type release orders. That means you're not to have any contact with the alleged victim. Don't respond to contact from him. If he contacts you first, you must ignore it. You can only go to the scene of the alleged crime one time with a law enforcement officer. It's called a civil standby to collect belongings. The police say that you were in the process of moving out anyway. So I don't know how much stuff you may have left there. They're probably not likely to give you more than 15 to 30 minutes, though, to get essential things. So if there is furniture or anything like that left there, you would have to take care of that once the case had resolved, or you can ask the Peoria judge about it on August 25th. Civil standby means you have to call the non-emergency number for the Peoria police and request a civil standby. They'll want to see your paperwork to see that I gave you permission, so don't lose your paperwork. You have to show it to them, I believe. But you can't go there otherwise. No weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription. Don't leave the state without the court's permission. And if you are served with an order of protection, then you must comply with that also as a term of release in the criminal case. Everything I just told you is on your paperwork. You have the right to hire a lawyer at your own expense or to just go to court on the 25th. You can meet directly with the prosecutor. You will be provided with police reports to look at, and you can represent yourself. All right, any questions for me?
En esta misma corte se puede hacer dismissal de estos cargos.
In that same court hearing, can these charges be dismissed?
Potentially. Right now, it will be up to the prosecutor for the city of Peoria. The case from this point on will be prosecuted. Decisions will be made by the Peoria City Attorney's Office. So it's essentially up to them. It's not up to the alleged victim right now, but that person will be able to consult with the Peoria City Attorney's Office. So just follow your release conditions and come to court. Will you do that?
Yes, sí.
Okay.
Yes.
Then if you please step to your left, they'll give you your paperwork. It takes many hours to be released though, so try to be patient. You should be out later this afternoon. Good luck.
Muchas gracias por su tiempo. Tenga buen día.
Thank you very much for your time. Have a good day.
You too. Okay, and then we'll have Ms. Chavera Mena. Chavera, you said. Okay. She needs the headphones too. Good afternoon, ma'am. Can I have your full name and your date of birth, please?
Good afternoon, señor oficial, señora juez. Mi nombre completo es Luceneida Chaperra Mena.
Good afternoon, officer, and also your honor. My full name is Luz Eneida Chaverra Mena.
What is your date of birth, please?
Mi fecha de nacimiento es 15 de junio del 90.
My date of birth is June 15, 1990.
Thank you. You have been arrested on 2 allegations. They are disorderly conduct by fighting, that is a class 1 misdemeanor, and criminal damage, a class 2 misdemeanor. Based on the information that police provided, there is probable cause for these offenses, which means your case is going to be heard in the Surprise City Court. Future hearings will be in the Surprise City Court. I'm scheduling your first one. And just one moment, please. All right. Your next hearing is going to be September 1st at 1:30 in the afternoon. That is at least 3 weeks from now. September 1st at 1:30 in the afternoon. The address for the Surprise City Court will be on your paperwork. I'm going to release you in this case on your own recognizance. That means your promise to come to court and comply with release conditions. Those conditions will include that you can't have any contact with the alleged victim while the case is pending. You can't respond to any contact from him. If he contacts you first, you must ignore it. You can't live where he lived. If you do have a common residence with him, you may ask the Surprise Police Department for a civil standby. And for that, you have to call their non-emergency number and tell them the court permitted you to have a civil standby. They will arrange it, and they'll send an officer to go with you and keep the peace while you collect some belongings. You can't go to the location or the common residence on any other basis. Did you have a question?
Ok, perfecto. En ese caso, ya debo de estarme presentando la fecha acordada y toca pagar alguna fianza o algo acordado como tal. Estaría dispuesta y la verdad pido disculpa ante la juez y ante ustedes, señores oficiales, que no volveré a hacer esto.
Momento. Okay, perfect. In that case, do I just adhere to the hearings that have been agreed already? Is there a bond that has been set? Which I'm willing to take care of that. Also, I'd like to apologize to the officers here and to your honor as well. This is not going to happen again.
No, there's no requirement of bond, ma'am. I'm just going to release you because you don't have much, if any, criminal history, that at least in this country. And what you're accused of doing isn't something that, even if you did it, which I don't decide whether you did or didn't do it. This is just the beginning of your case. You have not been convicted. But even if you had done this, I still believe you could control your behavior and not be a safety risk while the case is moving through the court system. That what you're accused of is not so serious that I would require money bond to guarantee your good behavior. But again, you are not convicted in this case. You are presumed innocent, and the state has to prove that you are guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Now, I can't appoint a lawyer for you today because it is a misdemeanor, meaning it is a minor, classified as a minor offense, and I'm not making you post money. If I did make you post money, I would give you a lawyer to help you with that bond question only. In these city court cases, I am state court. We do these hearings because the smaller cities don't have their own jails. So we do this hearing on their behalf, and then the rest of the case happens in the city court. Those cities, they want to decide if and when they are giving people lawyers who can't afford a lawyer, whether they're appointing lawyers for them in these misdemeanor or minor offense cases. So you can talk to, you can talk to the surprise judge about appointing you a lawyer, but I think commonly the cities don't do it unless the state is seeking jail time in the case, which would surprise me in your case if they did. It is up to them, though. But if they want to request any jail time at sentencing, they will ask the surprise judge to give you a lawyer, because the law says you have to have had a lawyer if you're going to get jail time. I know that's a lot, but you have the right to go and represent yourself. So if you want to, you can also hire a lawyer. That is your right. But I can't give you a free lawyer today because I'm releasing you, and it is a minor offense. So go on September 1st. You can bring a lawyer if you're able. You can also meet directly with the prosecutor. A translator will be provided, and you will get police reports. They will probably be in English, but you will get information on your case. You can defend your case. You are entitled to have a trial in front of the surprise judge on these charges. So, in any event, I'm not making you post any money. All you have to do is show up for court for all of your hearings. I only set the first one. There will probably be more. And comply with your release conditions. If you want any of them, if you think any of them should change, you can ask the surprise judge to change them on September 1st, and he or she will make a decision. My decision today is to just basically give you keep away orders. I think the alleged victim is your husband. And that you haven't been staying at the same place. So just don't go there. Stay where you have been staying without him. Don't possess any weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, no alcohol while the case is pending. In my long experience, alcohol does not help domestic disputes. And if you get served with any order of protection, if you do, then you would have to comply with that as a term of release in this case. So all you are required to do at this point is comply with those conditions and come to your court dates. And then the surprise judge will set a trial date for you. They will take care of the rest of your case. Does that make sense?
Sí, señora juez, lo entiendo. Gracias, bendiciones.
Yes, Your Honor, I
Okay.
understand. Thank you.
Okay.
Blessings.
Okay, then take your paperwork and you can give them the headphones. Thank you, ma'am. One second, Ms. for the interpreter. Okay, let me have her make a, he's not a Spanish speaker though, right? Let me have you make a general call. Go ahead, Ms. Carmona, and then we'll let you go.
Yes, of course, Your Honor. ¿Alguien más en la sala necesita los servicios de interpretación judicial en español? Your Honor, should I ask again?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Is there nobody? I'm so sorry. I'm talking to my staff at the same time. Okay, you're good to go. Thank you so much for your patience, ma'am. Have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor. The interpreter will be disconnecting. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I think I will, then I'll hold him a little bit and see if he doesn't, file by the time I get to him, I'm just gonna do it. Okay, thanks. Okay, all right, and I am looking for Ruby Olivas, please, if you go to the podium. All right, and I'll just let Mr. Montes de Oca know, I think there's a lawyer who's possibly gonna notice in your case. I'm not calling you yet. I'm gonna hold your case to the end of the hearing. If we don't get any notice of appearance before then, I'm going to go ahead with your hearing. But apparently somebody had inquired. We just had an inquiry, which is not the same thing as a notice of appearance. So just so you know. All right. And after Ms. Olivas is going to be Connor McCormick. Go ahead, ma'am. Can I have your full name and date of birth?
Yes, Ruby Olivas, March 9th, 1993.
All right, thank you. You're here on a new case and two older cases. I'm going to start with your new case from yesterday. You got arrested for dangerous drug possession and narcotic drug possession. Those are class 4 felonies. Also drug paraphernalia possession, that's a class 6 felony. There is probable cause for all of those, and I am appointing a lawyer to represent you. Now, in your two older cases, you already have a lawyer. So the new case should go to the lawyer that you already have, or at least the same person, even if it gets reassigned. So number 17, 18 on the calendar, you've been charged in, let's see, number 17 with dangerous drug possession, class 4 felony, and drug paraphernalia possession, a class 6 felony. In number 18, the charges are narcotic drug possession, a class 4 felony, and drug paraphernalia possession, class 6 felony. So I can give you the same next court date for all three cases. It is this Wednesday, August 12th, 8:30 in the morning. That's a status conference in the new case and the older cases as well. Then in the new case only from yesterday, you need a preliminary hearing. So that will be August 14th at 8:30. And in the new case, you're going to have a third hearing called a bail eligibility hearing. That's the new case only. The reason you need a bail eligibility hearing next week is that you're not eligible for bail today because you come in with probable cause for a new felony while you have any pending felony case, and you have 2. So you're not eligible for bail today. I do have to hold you no bond, but you will have a bail eligibility hearing on August 13th at 1:30 in the afternoon, which is exactly 1 week from today. You'll have a bail eligibility hearing. You may or may not be found eligible for bail at that hearing. You're just not eligible today. So in that one, you're no bond. And when you look at your paperwork, the bail hearing is called evidentiary hearing on your paperwork because it is an evidentiary hearing, but the whole point of it is bail. So you'll see your lawyer on the 12th, and your lawyer can walk you through what's going to happen at the bail hearing the next day. In the 2 older cases, I'm just going to affirm the bond set by the judge who issued the warrants, and that's $500 per case. That is 1,000 secured total with release conditions. But you should wait to see about posting those bonds until you find out what's going to happen with the new case. Everything's on your paperwork. If you step to your left, I'll give you copies.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. McCormick, and then Leilani Lee, will you please go to the chair? Mr. McCormick, he's got like blondish hair and a red t-shirt. He's about 20. I need Mr. McCormick, and then I need Leilani Lee. Hello, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth?
Connor J. McCormick, 42106.
Okay, thank you, Mr. McCormick. You're here on a warrant from the Pinal County Superior Court. It is a probation violation warrant. It was issued a couple weeks ago, July 28th, 2026. It is a probation warrant, as I said. And the Pinal County Superior Court is going to appoint a lawyer for you down in their court. Your arraignment hearing is going to be August 11th at 8:30 in the morning. That is this coming Tuesday. Today is Thursday, so 5 days from now. That court has already ordered that you are to be held without bond. I'm going to affirm that order, and yeah, so you're non-bondable. That means the Pinal County Sheriffs are going to have to come and get you from Maricopa. So if you step to your left, these guys are going to give you your paperwork. Thank you. All right, then I need Ms. Lee. After that, Garrett Norris. Will you please go to the chair? Hello, ma'am. May I have your full name and your date of birth?
Leilani Lee, January 14, 2005.
Okay, thank you. You're here on a new case. This is from the Superior Court, and then you have a probation warrant. So I'm going to start with your new case. From yesterday, you got arrested for allegations of resisting arrest, a Class 6 felony, and obstructing governmental operations, which is a Class 3 misdemeanor. I am appointing a lawyer to represent you. And hold on one second. I need to reprint this one. I apologize, officers. I'm going to reprint this one. I'm appointing a lawyer to represent you. Let's see. I just got to correct a couple of things. Okay. I'm appointing a lawyer to represent you, and your court dates will be a status conference August 12th at 8:30 in the morning. That's this Wednesday. Preliminary hearing August 14th at 8:30. Those are in the Downtown Superior Court, and the address will be on your paperwork. I got to reprint the other one too. I forgot to re-sign these ones. It's that the wrong person's name on it. Okay, sorry. 1 second. I'm going to look at the. All right. Okay, it's going to take me 1 second still. Let's see. Somehow I just missed this one. Okay. Okay, that one's good too. All right, so I'm talking just about your probation case. You're on probation for a Class 6 felony. There was a petition to revoke your probation filed about a month ago, July 8th. That petition alleges that you violated terms 3 and 5. You'll get a copy of it from your lawyer, and I am appointing a lawyer to represent you in probation court. Your court date in probation court is in between the other two. It's August 13th, 8:30 in the morning, which is this Thursday, 1 week from today. It's a revocation arraignment and possible disposition hearing. Your bond in the probation case is $2,500 secured. In the new case, it's $50 secured. That's called a placeholder bond. It means if it weren't for the probation case, I would probably have released you in the new case. But now you have a significant bond in the probation case. So in the event you can't post that, you'll be eligible for credit in the new case, and they will take you to court. So your total bond across the two cases is $2,550 secured. The written release conditions in both cases, those include calling the probation department within 72 hours of release. You are still on probation even when all of this is going on. So if you bond out, you have to call them or they'll file another petition to revoke your probation. Everything's on your paperwork. If you step to your left, I'll give you copies. Mr. Norris, Garrett Norris. And then Alyssa Lopez, will you go to the chair? Hello, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth?
Garrett Bruce Norris, July 31st, 2000.
Okay, thanks. Mr. Norris, you're here on a warrant from Pioneer Justice Court in Pinal County, also a probation warrant from Maricopa County. I'm going to start with your Maricopa County case. You're on felony probation, and there was a petition to revoke your probation filed in this case. That was filed on April 3rd of this year. The petition alleges that you violated terms 1, 7, and 14. You'll get a copy of that from your lawyer. I am appointing a lawyer for you in probation court. Your court date there is 1 week from today, which is August 13th at 8:30 in the morning. The address is on your paperwork. It's a revocation arraignment and possible disposition hearing. I'm affirming the bond set by the probation judge. It is $750 secured with written release conditions that will be on your paperwork. All right, out of the Pioneer Justice Court, there was a warrant issued for your arrest in a case in which you've been charged with disorderly conduct, a Class 1 misdemeanor, failure to appear, which is a Class 2 misdemeanor, and assault as a Class 3 misdemeanor. This warrant was issued May 8th of 2026, and it is a pre-conviction failure to appear. All right, your arraignment hearing in Pioneer Justice Court is scheduled for August 11th, which is this Tuesday, 8:30 in the morning. The address in Pinal County will be on your paperwork. Bond is set in this case at $250 secured. I did appoint a lawyer for you. I notified that court that they should because of the bond. In case you're not able to pay it, you'll have a lawyer to represent you on the bond question only. You're not otherwise entitled to a lawyer in this kind of misdemeanor case. So your total bond is $1,000. It is secured. If you post it, comply with all of your conditions. Don't miss any of your court dates. These guys have your paperwork. Thank you.
All right.
Then it's going to be Ms. Lopez. And then Michael Wyatt Page, will you go to the chair? All right. Hello, ma'am. Can I have your full name and date of birth?
Alyssa Marie Lopez, July 23rd, 2000.
Okay, thank you. You're here on a Superior Court probation warrant and a misdemeanor warrant. I'm going to start with your Superior Court case, and that's, as I said, it's probation violation. The petition to revoke in your case was filed on May 19th. It alleges that you violated terms 3 and 5. You will get a copy of it from your lawyer, and I am appointing a lawyer to represent you. Your next court date. 1 second. All right, and I apologize. I'm going to reprint this one too. I took over this calendar at the last minute and needed to make sure I re-reviewed everything. All right, so this is just a probation one. Okay. All right, so again, this is your probation violation case. And I note, looking at this warrant, it is 1, 2, 3. It is your fourth petition to revoke. Bond in this case is set at $750. It is secured. If you post it, comply with all of your conditions, and call your lawyer. You'll see your lawyer at the next hearing. I doubt you'll know who it is until your next hearing. Call the probation officer within 72 hours of release. They can kick you out of Prop 200 and start giving you jail time for this. Eventually, they will. All right. August 13th is your court date. That's 1 week from today. August 13th, 8:30 in the morning. It's a revocation arraignment and possible disposition hearing in the downtown probation court. I know you know where it is because you've been reinstated 3 times. So El Mirage City Court, it's an arraignment hearing August 17th at 10 in the morning in a case in which you missed a court date and have been charged with false reporting, criminal trespass, and criminal littering. Those are all misdemeanors. Your court date in El Mirage is August 17th, Monday, August 17th, 10 in the morning. The address is on your paperwork. You have a $250 secured appearance bond in that case and a lawyer to help you with the bond issue only in the event you're unable to post bail in that case. Your total bond is $1,000. It is secured. Everything I just told you is on your paperwork. Good luck. All right, Mr. Wyatt Page, we go to the chair. And after that, Quoll Deng, will you please go to the chair? Hello, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth?
Michael Wyatt Page, January 4th, 82.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Wyatt Page, maybe that's a middle name. Is it Mr. Page or Wyatt Page?
Wyatt Page.
Okay, Mr. Wyatt Page, you're here on a new case. You got booked in for possessing dangerous drugs, a class 4 felony, drug paraphernalia, a class 6 felony, and shoplifting, a class 1 misdemeanor. I am appointing a lawyer for you. I'm giving you 2 court dates. They're going to be in 2 weeks. The first one, August 21st. 2 weeks from tomorrow at 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court. Preliminary hearing, August 25th at 8:30. I'm willing to release you to pretrial services if you promise to come to court and comply with release conditions. Do you promise to do that?
Absolutely.
All right. You got one prior, not much. My guess is, you're probably still, if I understand your criminal history, you're looking at a probation offer. So you need to go to court, talk to your lawyer. Okay?
I will.
You can also defend your case. But if you don't show up, there's going to be a warrant and you're going to end up with a bond. You get an envelope for pretrial services. After you get out, open it up, call the number in there. They'll have you report in however they want. It's usually calling them a couple of times. It's not hard. Just check in with pretrial services, do what they tell you, follow your release conditions, and don't miss court. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Don't go back to this store.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Take your paperwork, you'll be all done. Good luck. You're getting released. Call pretrial when you get out. He's got all the info.
Okay. Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
No problem, sir. Just show up. Thank me by showing up. All right, Mr. Deng? Do we have any sign of the attorney yet? Okay. All right, after Mr. Deng, it's going to be Mr. Montes de Oca. Hello, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth? Are you Quoll Deng?
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Deng, you've been arrested for burglary. It's a class 4 felony. It's for stealing or allegedly trying to steal the plants. I'm going to appoint a lawyer for you. Your next court date will be August 21st at 8:30 in the morning. That's 2 weeks from tomorrow. Preliminary hearing, August 25th at 8:30. So I'm probably willing to release you if you promise to come to court and stay away from that store. Will you do those things?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a case manager or anybody who helps you? Where are you staying?
I said Salsa by school by John Davis.
Say it one more time.
By John Davis.
All right. How are you going to get home today? Do you need help?
Walking.
All right. Has he been seen by correctional health? I think he might have REBA. He might have services. I was just thinking he might qualify for services to help him get home. All right, I'm going to release you, Mr. Deng. Don't lose your paperwork. If you miss a court date, they're going to arrest you and bring you back here for missing court.
Yeah.
So what is the one thing I want you to do?
Go to court.
Yep, and what do you have to have if you're going to go to court? Your paperwork.
Yeah.
Keep your paperwork. Put it in your pocket. Don't lose it. Give it to whoever helps you get around, okay?
Yeah.
All right, good luck, sir. If you step to your left, you'll be released. All right, Mr. Montes? Right here, sir. All right, sir, can I have your full name and your date of birth?
It's Jorge Montes de Oca, 0509-1990.
Okay, thank you. And Mr. Montes de Oca, as I noted earlier, I held your case to the end of my docket. In the event we got a notice of appearance from a lawyer, I think a lawyer called our staff to inquire, but we get that a lot. And they were given the information about how to turn in a notice of appearance and to get the link to appear virtually. We don't have any information on that, so I don't know if they've been hired or not. We're going to go ahead with your hearing. I just wanted to let you know.
Okay, thank you.
All right. You're here in a new case. You're arrested for 2 allegations of aggravated assault by the impeding of breathing or strangulation in a domestic relationship. Those are both class 4 felonies. assault as a Class 1 misdemeanor, disorderly conduct a Class 1 misdemeanor, and theft as a Class 1 misdemeanor. Based on what the police presented, there is probable cause for all of them. Your status conference is going to be August 12th, which is 6 days from now at 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court, with a preliminary hearing set for August 14th at 8:30 in the same court. Based on what has been alleged against you, the court has grave concerns about the safety of the alleged victim. I'm going to set bond in your case and give you an ankle monitor. The bond is $25,000. It is secured. You can use a bail bondsman. If you post it, you go out on an electronic ankle monitor under the supervision of pretrial services. The whole purpose of that is to help enforce the keep away order. You may categorically have no contact with her. It appears unlikely she would attempt to contact you, but if she does, you may not respond. I always make that very, very clear. The hearing is being recorded. If there is an alarm on that unit, we can have a warrant out for you within an hour. No weapons, no drugs, no alcohol. If you get served with an order of protection, you have to comply with that as well. You don't have that much criminal history. I will say what you have is a domestic violence arrest from 2 years ago. That is why your bond is not $50,000. There are many, many, many red flags in the evidence alleged against you. They allege they have significant medical evidence to corroborate the victim's statements and what is described as a particularly severe and lengthy attack. So I want to greatly emphasize the need to comply with written release conditions. You do enjoy the presumption of innocence, but this court has to make orders that will hopefully keep the victim and the community safe while the case moves through the system. Any domestic strangulation is of such statistically high risk. There are many studies, much research on domestic strangulation. It is a massive red flag for future violence, and it greatly increases the risk that a person might ultimately murder their victim. So, and they allege 2 separate and distinct strangulations in this case and forensic evidence to support that they occurred. So I'm not the only person who knows this in our system, Mr. Montez. It is widely known. That is why domestic violence strangulation has been made a felony in most, if not all, states. The very reason it's a felony, because the risk is so great. So you're already walking around with red flags. Any violation of release conditions, at best, is going to result in the loss of your bond money and the setting of a significantly higher cash bail. At worst, you will catch a new felony case and be held without bond on it. A new felony can be something as simple as aggravated harassment. If you were to send one text to the victim that says, "I love you," if a judge like me were to find probable cause that that was intended as harassment, it's felony harassment, and you will be held without bail. I tell you all of these things because I am deeply concerned about the safety of the alleged victim. I read many of these. I've read hundreds and hundreds. Yours is on the worst end of the scale. Do not contact the alleged victim. Do you understand?
I understand.
If you have belongings at a common residence, you can do a civil standby to collect them. That is the only way you can legally go, is if you bring an officer with you. And you will have to notify pretrial in advance so that they are expecting your ankle monitor to cross the line, which would otherwise trigger an immediate alarm. So you could go collect some belongings. That is intended for essentials only: medicine, keys, identification, a little bit of clothes. That is all. If you go there on your own, as I said, there will be an alarm. We will have a warrant out for you within hours. This is the court that issues those warrants. We are 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Don't violate your release condition. If you step to your left, you get a copy of your paperwork. Thank you.
Am I released today then?
You got to put up $25,000, and then they have to put the ankle monitor on you. So if you violate release conditions, miss a court date, you lose the bond money, and we put out a warrant for your arrest. All right, they've got your paperwork. All right, so I'm down to one house call, Mr. Johnny Thomas. So, officer, has Mr. Thomas been isolated by the sheriff's office as a potential risk of danger to himself or others?
Yes.
All right, I think I did get an affirmative answer from the sheriff. So I'm going to go conduct Mr. Thomas's initial appearance in person in house back in the cell block. As soon as I finish this recording, I will advise Johnny Thomas, born 11/14/85, that he's here on 2 matters, and they are both Superior Court warrants. In the first case, it's a bench warrant, number 7 on the calendar. He failed to appear at a witness violation hearing on May 20th of this year in a case in which he is on felony probation. We're going to, he already has a lawyer. Okay, sorry. I'm not going to reprint for that, but yes, he already has a lawyer. His non-witness violation hearing will be August 12th at 8:30. That's this Wednesday in front of the trial judge who issued it. Bond is set at $2,500 secured. That is my intent in any event. The other warrant is out of the same court for the same date, because another hearing he missed that day was a trial management conference in front of his trial judge. So he's been charged in this later case, this is number 8 on the calendar, with dangerous drug possession, class 4 felony, failure to obey a police officer, and obstructing a public roadway. Those are class 2 misdemeanors. He'll have a post-warrant status conference August 12th, 8:30 in the morning in front of the same trial judge. Also, I am inclined to set a $2,500 secured appearance bond. So that is $5,000 total with written conditions, including no contact with arresting officers and call your PO within 72 hours of release. If anything changes after I see Mr. Thomas, my final order will reflect the court's ultimate decision in his cases. I'm not going to update this recording without a specific reason to do so. Now we're going to stand in recess until 5 p.m. this afternoon.
No, it's not that bad, though. Okay, we're close to it.
All right, and we'll set up.
Thank you. You may be seated. Morning, council. Morning, afternoon, evening. There we go.
Easy.
Briefly here.
You should control traditionally begin with one.
Both council here for the Marufo matter.
That's correct.
Okay, very well. This is the 5:00 p.m. initial appearance calendar for August the 6th of 2026. The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar date of this month shall apply to all matters on this calendar. I will now read the victim's rights advisement. If you are the victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you are advised that you have rights under Arizona law that, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, to a speedy trial, to be present in court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing your loss. If you've not already been provided with a statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here today for an initial appearance calendar. What that means is that you're going to hear a little bit more about the allegations against you, your next court dates, whether or not you've been appointed counsel, and your release conditions. As I call you forward, please approach the podium that is in the center of the courtroom right here. If you are next, please sit in the chair that's next to the front door of the gallery. We'll go ahead and get started with number 11 on our calendar, Ascension Marufo, to the podium, please. Number 12 on our calendar, James Pittman, to the chair, please. And good evening, Mr. Marufo. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Ascension Marufo, 5/6/1978.
And counsel, please announce, starting with counsel for the state.
Thank you, Your Honor. Brooke Vaughn of the state.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Todd Romero on behalf of Ascension Ramirez Marufo.
Thank you. Mr. Marufo, we're here today on a bench warrant out of the Maricopa County Superior Court, or at least it's captioned as a bench warrant. This is actually a direct complaint warrant. There are 2 counts alleged of aggravated driving under the influence, a class 4 felony, on or about August the 22nd of 2021. Mr. Romero, I did see your NOA. Is this for tonight's purposes or for continuing on in the case?
Continue on, Your Honor.
Okay, very well. So the order appointing counsel will reflect the appearance of Mr. Romero. Just a moment. I see that the NOA was for Jason Goldstein. Are you appearing for Mr. Goldstein on behalf of Mr. Marufo?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, very well.
We're within the same firm.
Okay. All right. The order appointing counsel will reflect the appearance of counsel. Mr. Marufo, you have a couple of court dates coming up. The first is a status conference on August the 21st of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning at the Downtown Superior Court Complex. The second is August the 25th of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning, also at the Downtown Superior Court Complex. I'll hear argument as to release conditions from both counsel, starting with counsel from the state.
Thank you, Your Honor. The state's asking that the court affirm the amount in the direct complaint warrant of $500 bond. Although the state certainly recognizes that the offense date for this is approximately or fairly close to 5 years ago. However, the state is concerned. It does appear that Mr. Marufo has 4 prior felony convictions, one of which is for an aggravated DUI from 2004. Given that the state believes that there is a concern, despite the age of the offenses, for safety community, given the nature of the offense. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Romero.
Your Honor, we're asking for that Mr. Marufo be released on his own recognizance. I know his criminal history is quite old, and these offenses occurred during COVID period. He's retained counsel, Your Honor. I have no doubt that he's going to appear at his future court hearings. There's nothing in the Form 4 that indicates that he's ever failed to appear for any court hearings. For those reasons, Your Honor, he's born and raised here, a lifetime resident, and here in Arizona. He does work full time, and he has a stable residence as well, Your Honor. For those reasons, we'd ask that he be released on his own recognizance.
Thank you. The court's considered the pretrial services risk assessment, the arrest and conviction report, the nature of the underlying allegations, to include the fact that, as counsel for the state did point out, that the alleged date of the offense is from 2021. Court's also taken into account the arguments of Mr. Romero regarding Mr. Marufo's residency status in Arizona and work history. Court will, sir, do you promise to appear for your court dates?
Yes, I do.
Based on your promise to appear, it's sort of releasing you to the supervision of the pretrial services agency. You're going to have to contact them within 72 hours of being released. They're going to try and keep you on track with complying with your release conditions and making your court dates. So you're going to get some paperwork in addition to your release conditions. So you're going to have to give them a call within 72 hours.
Okay.
I'm also ordering mandatory alcohol testing and drug testing and monitoring. So you're going to have to keep up with that as you are released. Additionally, no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, no alcohol, no driving without a valid driver's license. Other release conditions will be put into writing and provided to you. Anything further from either counsel?
No.
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, sir. You may step to your left.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Romero, if you wish to consult with your client, you may do so in the room. Oh, okay, we need to reprint that?
Yeah.
Okay, so this will be a reprint, so we'll get those photos out to you.
Okay.
All right, thank you, everybody.
Okay.
Mandy,
Of course, yes, thank you very much. Number 12 on the calendar, James Pittman to the podium, please. Number 3132 on the calendar, Michael Gomez to the chair, please. Good evening, Mr. Pittman. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Date of birth is 10/06/1989.
And your name for the record, please.
My name is James Pittman.
Thank you, sir. Sir, we're here today on a new case from Maricopa County Superior Court. There are 4 counts alleged. The first, possession of dangerous drugs, class 4 felony. The second, possession of, can you hear me okay?
I can hear you just a little bit. Can you, I'm
Do you
sorry.
need headphones?
I have problems hearing that a little bit. I can hear you a little bit,
Okay.
just a little
Do
bit.
you need
I'm sorry,
a hearing device?
Yeah, if you don't mind, Your Honor.
Okay, yeah. let's get
Please,
some
so I can
headphones.
hear you better. I'm sorry.
No need to apologize. That's okay. We'll get it for you.
Okay, Yvonne, and just keep it away from here, okay?
All right, is that better, Mr. Pittman?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so let's start over. Please state your name and date of birth for the record.
James Pittman, date of birth 10/06/1989.
Thank you, sir. Like I said, we're here today on a new case from the Maricopa County Superior Court. There are 4 counts alleged. First, possession of dangerous drugs, a class 4 felony. The second, possession of drug paraphernalia, class 6 felony. 1 count of theft, a class 1 misdemeanor. 1 count criminal trespass, 3rd degree, a class 3 misdemeanor. I have determined probable cause, and I'm appointing the public defender's office to represent you. I'm also setting court dates for August the 12th, 13th, and 14th of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning at the downtown Superior Court complex, with the exception of the 13th, that is an evidentiary hearing that is at 1:30 p.m. Sir, because there's an allegation in this case that a new felony offense was committed while out on felony release, Arizona law prohibits me from admitting you to bail at this time. Therefore, I'm ordering that you be held without bail pending your evidentiary hearing on the 13th, sir. Do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you very much. You may step to your left and please hand the headphones back to the officer. Thank you.
I'll take it from here. You're gonna step to the left, see my partner there, okay?
Number 3132 on the calendar, Michael Gomez to the podium, please. Number 15 on the calendar, Aaron Thomas to the chair, please. And good evening, Mr. Gomez. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Michael Gomez, 11688.
Thank you, sir. We are here today on 2 cases. The first is a new case from Maricopa County Superior Court. The second is a bench warrant also out of Maricopa County Superior Court. On your newest case, there's 1 count alleged of theft of means of transportation, which is a class 3 felony. I have determined probable cause, and I am appointing the the legal defender's office to represent you on that matter. On the second case, this is a bench warrant on a failure to appear from July the 21st of 2026 on a dangerous drug case. I'm going to affirm the appointment of existing counsel on that case. As for court dates, I'm going to set court dates for August the 12th, 13th, and 14th of 2026 at 8:30 a.m. at the downtown Superior Court complex, with the exception of being an evidentiary hearing on the 13th at 1:30 p.m. On your bench warrant case, I'm going to affirm the bond at $500. It's already set. I am going to hold you without bail on the newest case due to an allegation that you were on felony release while the new crime was committed. So I'm unable to admit you to bail as a matter of Arizona law. I'm going to order that you be held without bail pending the evidentiary hearing on the 13th, sir. Do you have any questions?
Okay.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Number 15 on the calendar, Aaron Thomas to the podium, please. Number 5 on the calendar, 5 and 16 on the calendar, Michael Maynard to the chair, please. Good evening, Mr. Thomas. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Aaron Thomas, date of birth 7/23/82.
Thank you, sir. We're here today on a bench warrant out of the Maricopa County Superior Court. Looks like this was a failure to appear. The warrant was issued April the 14th of 2025. Looks like there was I see. This is a post-plea failure to appear for sentencing. All right, so I'm going to affirm the appointment of existing counsel and set a status conference on August the 17th of 2026. We need a date earlier than that. For the 15th? For number 15, Thomas? Because I think that puts us out past 10 days. Okay, let me just reload that. Yeah, the status comments post-warrant, yeah. Do I need to reload it or re-sign?
If you look at I will reprint it. It might just not update on my system, but it goes straight on.
Okay, double check that. There we go. All right. So I'm going to set your status conference for August 14th of 2026. That's at 8:30 a.m. at the downtown Superior Court complex. Sir, at this time, pursuant to the terms of the warrant, I am going to order that you be held without bail pursuant to Arizona Rule of Criminal Procedure 7.2b. Do you have any questions?
No, I just wanted to state that it wasn't a failure to appear. I did show up over there and was told that I was good to go. They took my ankle monitor off, and I think there was confusion. So they had released me and told me that I was good to go. So I don't know if that was it was a mistake.
Understood, sir. You may raise that at your status conference, sir. Anything else?
No.
Thank you. Number 5 and 16 on the calendar, Michael Maynard to the podium, please. Number 3 and 10 on the calendar, Shanita Greg Bryant to the chair, please. Good evening, Mr. Maynard. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Michael Benny Maynard, 3/3 of 1987.
Thank you, sir. We are here today on 2 cases. The first is a new case from Maricopa County Superior Court. The second is a probation violation warrant also out of Maricopa County Superior Court alleging a term 1 violation of probation. Term 1 of probation, as we know, is do not commit new criminal offenses while out on probation. And here we have a new submittal in the form of your new case. On the new case, there are 6 charges alleged. The first, misconduct involving weapons, a class 4 felony. Second, theft, a class 4 felony. 2 counts of burglary in the 3rd degree, a class 4 felony. 1 count of possession of dangerous drugs, class 4 felony. 1 count of possession of burglary tools, a class 6 felony. I have determined probable cause, and I am appointing the public defender's office to represent you on both of your cases, sir. I'm also setting court dates for August the 12th, 13th, and 14th of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning at the downtown Superior Court complex. On your newest case, sir, you are eligible for bail. I'm setting your bail at $10,000. That is a secured appearance bond.
I can't make it anyway.
If you post bail, you'll be released subject to release conditions. On your probation violation matter, setting bail at $1,000, which is a secured appearance bond. As I mentioned, if you post bail, you'd be released subject to mandatory release conditions, including no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, no alcohol, no returning to the scene of the alleged crime, no contact with any co-defendant, and they'll need to keep away if we haven't already said that. And contact your probation officer within 72 hours of being released in the event that you are released. Other release conditions will be put into writing and provided to you, sir. Do you have any questions for me, sir?
No, sir, I just walked down parole, probation, and then, misunderstanding that word cost me my job. I was about to lose everything. I didn't know what else to do to eat. So,
thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Number 3 and 10 on the calendar, Shanita Greg Bryant to the podium, please. And number 33 on the calendar, Morgan Lindsay to the chair, please. And good evening, Ms. Greg Bryant. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
May 29th of 89.
And your name for the record, please.
Shanita Gray Bryant.
Thank you very much.
Shanita Gray.
All right, we are here today on 2 cases. The first is a new case from the Maricopa County Superior Court. The second is a probation violation warrant, also from Maricopa County Superior Court, alleging a violation of term 1 of probation. Term 1 of probation, as we know, is do not commit new criminal offenses while out on probation. Here we have a new submittal in the form of your new case. On your new case, there are 3 counts alleged. The first, misconduct involving weapons, a class 4 felony. There's 1 count of disorderly conduct, a class 1 misdemeanor. Also 1 count of failure to admit to carrying a deadly weapon, a class 1 misdemeanor. I was not given enough information to determine probable cause for the single count of failure to admit to carrying a deadly weapon. What that means is that for tonight's purposes, that doesn't go into my determination of release conditions on your newest case. What it doesn't mean is that the prosecuting agency couldn't still prosecute you if it thought there was enough evidence to get a conviction against you at trial. So you still have to go to court. I did find probable cause for the misconduct involving weapons and the disorderly conduct counts, okay? All right, so I am appointing the public defender's office to represent you on both cases, and I'm setting court dates for August the 12th, 13th, and 14th of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning at the downtown Superior Court complex. Under the Arizona Constitution, on your newest case, you are eligible for bail, setting your bail at $5,000. That is a secured appearance bond. On your probation violation matter, $1,000 for a grand total of $6,000, which is a secured appearance bond. If you post bail, you'll be released subject to mandatory release conditions, including no returning to the scene of the alleged crime, no victim contact, no co-defendant contact, no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, no alcohol, and contact probation within 72 hours of being released. Other release conditions will be put into writing and provided to you. Do you have any questions?
The bail, can you elaborate on? I don't understand the breakdown of the bail amount.
On your first case, it's a $5,000 secured appearance bond. On the second case, it is $1,000, which is a secured appearance bond. So if you add those up, that is $6,000, which is a secured appearance bond.
Okay, and is that paid like in full, or is it a portion or something, or?
That allows you to work with a bail bonding agency if you
Okay.
wish to do so. Often that involves going of the portion of the bail yourself, and with adequate security, a bail bonding agency going the rest. The exact proportion is a conversation between yourself and a bail bondsman.
Okay.
I take no position on whether or not you should do that. It just enables that sort of arrangement.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Not now.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Number 33 on the calendar, Morgan Lindsay to the podium, please. Number 14 and 30 on the calendar, Christopher Williams to the chair, please. And good evening, Ms. Lindsay.
Hey.
Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Morgan Lindsay, 11/22/88.
Thank you. We're here today on a new case out of the Maricopa County Superior Court. There is one count alleged of theft of means of transportation, a Class 3 felony. I have determined probable cause, and I am appointing the Public Defender's Office to represent you. I'm also setting two court dates for August the 12th and 14th of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning at the downtown Superior Court complex. Ma'am, under the Arizona Constitution, you are eligible for bail. I'm setting your bail at $5,000. That is a secured appearance bond. If you post bail, you'll be released subject to release conditions, including no returning to the scene of the alleged crime, no victim contact, no co-defendant contact, no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, no alcohol, no driving without a valid driver's license. Other release conditions will be put into writing and provided to you. Any questions?
No, has the county attorney already filed charges on this?
This is the initial submittal, so we're doing the initial appearance. The preliminary hearing on this case, which will determine whether or not you're bound over, that is to say, if they don't pursue an indictment, will be on the 14th.
Okay, so like anytime between then, they could just not file them, right?
They have a specific time period in which to file it.
Okay, I was just wondering.
So talk to counsel if you have further questions.
Okay,
Okay.
cool, thank you.
Thank you. Numbers 14 and 30 on the calendar, Christopher Williams to the podium, please. Number 8 on the calendar, Riot Bloomer to the chair, please. Good evening, Mr. Williams. Please
Good
tell me
evening.
your name and date of birth.
Christopher Williams, 9/26/90.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
We're here today on two cases. The first is a new case from Maricopa County Superior Court. The second is a probation violation warrant from Maricopa County Superior Court alleging a violation of term 1 of probation. Term 1 of probation, as we know, is do not commit new criminal offenses while out on probation. And here we have a new submittal in the form of your new case. On your newest case, there are 4 charges alleged. The first, taking the identity of another, Class 4 felony. The second, possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. Third, obstruction, a Class 2 misdemeanor. Finally, there's one count of criminal trespass, 3rd degree, a Class 3 misdemeanor. I was not given enough information to determine probable cause for the single count of possession of drug paraphernalia. What that means is that didn't go into my determination of release conditions for tonight's purposes. What it doesn't mean is that the prosecuting agency still couldn't prosecute you if it thought there was enough evidence to get a conviction against you at trial. So you still have to go to court. I am finding probable cause as to the remaining counts and appointing the Public Defender's Office to represent you on both of your cases, sir. I'm also setting court dates for August the 12th, 13th, and 14th of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning at the downtown Superior Court complex. On your newest case, you are eligible for bail under the Arizona Constitution. I'm setting your bail at $1,000, which is a secured appearance bond. Likewise, on the probation violation matter, $1,000 secured appearance for a grand total. Add that up, $2,000 secured appearance. If you post bail, sir, you'll be released subject to release conditions, including no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, no alcohol, no driving without a valid driver's license. Other release conditions will include contact your probation officer within 72 hours if you are released. You'll get other release conditions in writing, sir. Any questions?
No, sir.
All right, thank you, sir. Number 8 on the calendar, Ryette Bloomer to the podium, please. Number 4 on the calendar, Stormy Ross to the chair, please. And good evening, Mr. Bloomer.
Hello,
Please
Your
tell
Honor.
your name and date of birth.
I am Riot Bloomer as 11807.
Thank you. We're here today on a new case from the Maricopa County Superior Court. There are 3 charges alleged. The first, aggravated assault, a Class 4 felony. The second, disorderly conduct, a Class 1 misdemeanor. The third, criminal damage, a Class 1 misdemeanor.
Okay.
I have determined probable cause, and I am appointing the Public Defender's Office to represent you. This is a reprint.
Okay.
I'm setting court dates for you on August the 12th and 14th
August
of
12th.
2026 at 8:30 in the morning at the downtown Superior Court complex.
Yes, sir.
Under the Arizona Constitution, you are eligible for bail, setting your bail at $1,000. That is a secured appearance bond. If you post bail, you'll be released subject to pretrial supervision through the Pretrial Services Agency. You're going to get some paperwork in addition to your release conditions that gives you instructions on how to report to pretrial services. You have to do that within 72 hours of being released. We're going to try and keep you on track with attending your court dates and complying with your additional release conditions, including no returning to the scene of the alleged crime, no victim contact, no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, no alcohol, no driving without a valid driver's license. Other release conditions will be put into writing and provided to you. Any questions?
No, Your Honor, that's all right.
All right, thank you very much. Please step to your left. We'll get the release conditions out to you. Number 4 on the calendar, Stormy Ross to the podium, please. Number 13 on the calendar, Devin Burnley to the chair, please. And good evening, Ms. Ross. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Stormy Ross, 9/14/91.
Thank you. We're here today on a new case from Maricopa County Superior Court. There are 4 counts alleged. The first, theft, a Class 4 felony. The second and third, burglary in 3rd degree, a Class 4 felony. There's also 1 count alleged of burglary tools, a Class 6 felony. I have determined probable cause, and I'm appointing the Public Defender's Office to represent you. I am also setting court dates for August the 12th and 14th of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning at the downtown Superior Court complex. Under the Arizona Constitution, ma'am, you are eligible for bail. Setting your bail at $2,500. That is a secured appearance bond. If you post bail, you'll be released to the supervision of the Pretrial Services Agency. You're going to get some paperwork on how to report to them. You have to report to them within 72 hours of being released. They're going to try and keep you on track with attending your court dates and complying with your additional release conditions, including no returning to the scene of the alleged crime, no co-defendant contacts, no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, no alcohol, no driving without a valid driver's license. Other release conditions will be put into writing and provided to you. Do you have any questions?
No.
All right, thank you very much. I said no co-defendant contact. So he can. Number 13 on the calendar, Devin Burnley to the podium, please. Number 1 and 2 on the calendar, Philip Arkey to the chair, please. And good evening, Mr. Burnley. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Devin Burnley, July 7th of 1994.
Thank you very much. We are here today on a new case from the Maricopa County Superior Court. There are 4 counts alleged. The first, aggravated assault, a Class 4 felony. The second, resisting arrest, a Class 1 misdemeanor. There's 1 count of interfering with a peace officer, a Class 3 misdemeanor, 1 count of criminal trespass in the 3rd degree. Excuse me. My apologies. Criminal trespass in the 3rd degree, a Class 3 misdemeanor. I have determined probable cause, and I am appointing the Public Defender's Office to represent you, sir. I'm also setting court dates for August the 12th and 14th of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning at the downtown Superior Court complex. Sir, under the Arizona Constitution, you are eligible for bail. I'm setting your bail at $1,000. That is a secured appearance bond. If you post bail, sir, you'll be released subject to release conditions, including no returning to the scene of the alleged crime, no victim contact, no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, no alcohol. Other release conditions will be put into writing and provided to you, sir. Any questions?
Yes. I won't be released until I pay the full bail amount, is what you're saying?
That's a secured appearance bond, so it allows you to work with a bail bonding agency if you wish to do so. Often that involves going a portion of the bond yourself and with adequate security, the rest of the bond being gone by the bail bonding agency. I take no position on whether or not you should do that, but the secured appearance bond allows that sort of arrangement to occur. Does that answer your question, sir?
It does.
All right. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Number 1 and 2 on the calendar, Philip Arkey to the podium, please. Numbers 25, 26, 27 on the calendar, Christy Rodriguez to the chair, please. Good evening, Mr. Arkey. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Philip RC, 7/30/1973.
Okay, RC. All right, thank you. We are here today on 2 cases. The first is a new case from Maricopa County Superior Court. The second is a probation violation warrant, also out of Maricopa County Superior Court. On the probation violation matter, the Adult Probation Department has filed a petition to revoke your probation, alleging that you have violated terms 3, 4, 5, and 7 of probation. On the newest case, there are 2 counts alleged. The first, possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony. There's also 1 count of taking contraband into a correctional facility alleged as a Class 2 felony. I have determined probable cause. On both cases, I am appointing the Public Defender's Office to represent you, and I am also setting court dates for August the 12th, 13th, and 14th of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning at the Downtown Superior Court Complex. On your probation violation matter, I'm affirming the bond already set in the warrant. That is $250. On your newest case, $2,500. Both of those are secured appearance bonds, I should say. If you post bail, you'd be released subject to release conditions, including no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, no alcohol, no driving a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. Because you're on IPS, you need to contact probation within 24 hours. Other release conditions will be put into writing and provided to you, sir. Any questions?
No.
Thank you, sir. Numbers 25, 26, 27 on the calendar. Christy Rodriguez to the podium, please. Numbers 19, 20, 21 on the calendar. William Salcido to the chair, please. And good evening, Ms. Rodriguez. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Christy Rodriguez, 12/25/93.
Thank you. Ms. Rodriguez, we're here today on 3 cases. These are all probation violation warrants from the Maricopa County Superior Court. The Adult Probation Department has filed petitions to revoke your probation, alleging that you have violated terms 3 and 5 of probation. I'm appointing the Public Defender's Office to represent you, setting your court date for August the 13th of 2026 at 8:30 a.m. at the Downtown Superior Court Complex. I'm also affirming the bonds in all 3 warrants. The first, $200, the second, $250, the third, $150. If you post bail, you'll be released subject to release conditions, including no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, no alcohol, no driving without a valid driver's license, contact probation within 72 hours of being released. Other release conditions will be put into writing and provided to you. Do you have any questions?
No.
Thank you very much. Numbers 19, 20, and 21 on the calendar. William Salcido to the podium, please. Excuse me. Number 29 on the calendar, Michael Patty to the chair, please. And good evening, Mr. Salcido. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
My name is William Joseph Salcido. Date of birth is 1/13/87.
Thank you, sir. All right, we're here today on 3 cases. The first is an arrest warrant from a direct complaint from Maricopa County Superior Court. The second is a new case out of White Tank Justice Court on driving with a suspended license, for which I did find probable cause. The third case is a failure to pay, failure to comply warrant from White Tank Justice Court on a separate driving with suspended license from November of 2024. On the Superior Court case, I'm going to appoint you to the Public Defender's Office to represent you, sir, and I'm going to set court dates for August 12th and 14th of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning at the Downtown Superior Court Complex. On the Justice Court warrants, setting a court date on August the 11th of 2026, 8:30 a.m. Again, that's White Tank Justice Court. I'm also ordering that counsel be appointed to represent you for the limited purpose of bond on those cases. I'm going to set bond on the Justice Court matters at $50 apiece. On the Superior Court matter, $1,000 secured appearance. If you post bail, you'd be released subject to release conditions, including no returning to the scene of the alleged crime, no drugs without a valid prescription, no alcohol, no driving without a valid driver's license. Other release conditions will be put into writing and be provided to you, sir. Do you have any questions?
No.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Number 29 on the calendar, Michael Patty to the podium, please. Number 9 on the calendar, Terrell Sutton to the chair, please. Good evening, Mr. Patty. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Michael Patty, 7/19/66.
Thank you, sir. We are here today on a Justice Court warrant from the Manistee Justice Court. This is on a failure to appear. The date of the warrant is December the 18th of 2025. This is on a suspended license case from Manistee Justice Court, sir. So I am ordering that counsel be appointed to represent you at the next hearing, which is August the 11th of 2026 at 10:30 a.m. at Manistee Justice Court. I'm also affirming the warrant bond at $500, which is a secured appearance bond. If you post bond, sir, you'll be released subject to release conditions, including do not consume drugs without a valid prescription, do not drive a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. Other release conditions will be put into writing and provided to you, sir. Any questions?
Nope.
All right, thank you very much. Number 9 on the calendar, Terrell Sutton to the podium, please. Number 24 on the calendar, Kitty Lawrence to the chair, please. And good evening, Mr. Sutton. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Terrell Sutton, 07/31/93.
Thank you, sir. We're here today on a probation violation warrant from the Maricopa County Superior Court. The Adult Probation Department has filed a petition to revoke your probation, alleging that you have violated terms 3 and 5 of probation. I am appointing the Public Defender's Office to represent you, and I'm setting a court date for August the 13th of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning at the downtown Superior Court complex. I'm also affirming the warrant bond at $100. That is a secured appearance bond. So if you post bond, sir, you'll be released subject to release conditions, including no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, no alcohol, no driving a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. Contact your probation officer within 72 hours of being released. Other release conditions will be put into writing and provided to you. Do you have any questions?
No.
All right, thank you. Number 24 on the calendar, Kitty Lawrence to the podium, please. Number 22 on the calendar, Francine Leal to the chair, please. Excuse me. All right, Ms. Lawrence, please tell me your name and date of birth.
Lawrence is my maiden name. Technically, it's Katie Butera now. I'm just clarifying that. This is from a 2012 case, January 12th, 87.
All right, I do see the Butera
Yeah.
name as well. All right, thank you very much.
Yeah.
All right, we are here today on a probation violation warrant from Maricopa County Superior Court. The Adult Probation Department has filed a petition to revoke your probation, alleging that you have violated terms 6 and 7 of probation. I am appointing the Public Defender's Office to represent you, and I'm also setting a court date for August the 13th of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning at the downtown Superior Court complex. I'm affirming the warrant bond at $200, which is a secured appearance bond. This will be a reprint. Additionally, if you post bail, you'll have to follow mandatory release conditions, including no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, no alcohol, no driving a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. Contact probation within 72 hours of being released. Other release conditions will be put into writing and be provided to you. Do you have any questions?
Lots, but it's okay. I'll deal with it at court.
Understood.
Yeah.
All right, we'll get those release conditions printed out and provided to you. Thank you. Number 22 on the calendar, Francine Leal to the podium, please. Number 23 on the calendar, Ray Salazar to the chair, please. Good evening, Ms. Leal. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Francine Leal, 6703.
Thank you. We are here today on a probation violation warrant from Maricopa County Superior Court. The adult probation department has filed a petition to revoke your probation, alleging that you have violated terms 3 and 5 of probation. I am appointing the public defender's office to represent you and setting a court date for August 13th of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning at the downtown Superior Court complex. I'm affirming the warrant bond at $300, which is a secured appearance bond. If you post bond, you'll be released subject to release conditions, including no victim contact, no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, no alcohol, no driving a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license, contact probation within 72 hours of being released. Other release conditions will be put into writing and be provided to you. Do you have any questions?
No.
Thank you very much. Number 23 on the calendar, Ray Salazar to the podium, please. Number 6 on the calendar, Jaquan Lamb to the chair, please. Good evening, Mr. Salazar. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Ray Albert Salazar, 8/12/89.
Thank you, sir. We are here today on a probation violation warrant out of Maricopa County Superior Court, excuse me. The adult probation department has filed a petition to revoke your probation, alleging that you have violated terms 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, and 15 of probation. I am appointing the public defender's office to represent you, and I'm setting a court date for August the 13th of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning at the downtown Superior Court complex. I'm affirming the warrant bond at $250. That is a secured appearance bond, sir. If you post bond, you'll be released subject to release conditions, including no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, no alcohol, no driving without a valid driver's license. Contact your probation officer within 72 hours of being released. Other release conditions will be put into writing and be provided to you, sir. Any questions?
No, thank you.
Thank you very much. Number 6 on the calendar, Jaquan Lamb to the podium, please. Number 28 on the calendar, Diana Quintana to the chair, please. Good evening, Mr. Lamb. Please
Good
tell me your name
evening,
and date
Your
of
Honor.
birth.
Jaquan Lamb, March 11, 2004.
Thank you, sir. We're here today on a new case from the Maricopa County Superior Court. There are 4 charges alleged. The first, forgery, a class 4 felony. The second, taking the identity of another class 4 felony. Third, organized retail theft, a class 4 felony. Finally, 1 count of criminal impersonation, a class 6 felony. Excuse me. I did determine probable cause, and I am appointing the public defender's office to represent you. I'm also setting court dates for August the 21st and 25th of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning at the downtown Superior Court complex. Do you promise to appear?
Yes, sir.
Based on your promise to appear, it's order releasing you to the supervision of the Pretrial Services Agency. So you're going to get some extra paperwork with your release conditions, with instructions on how to contact them on the phone. You're going to have to report to them within 72 hours of being released. They're going to try and keep you on track with making your court dates complying with your additional release conditions, including no returning to the scene of the alleged crime, no victim contact, no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, no alcohol, no driving without a valid driver's license. Other release conditions will be put into writing and be provided to you, sir. Any
Yes,
questions?
sir. No, sir, Your Honor. I appreciate you and have a great rest of your day.
All right, thank you very much. Number 28 on the calendar, Diana Quintana to the podium, please. Good evening, Ms. Quintana. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Your Honor, it's Diana Quintana. March 1st, 1983.
Thank you. We're here today on a new case from Maricopa County Superior Court. There is 1 count alleged possession of dangerous drugs, a class 4 felony. I have determined probable cause, and I am appointing the public defender's office to represent you. I'm also setting court dates for August the 21st and 25th of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning at the downtown Superior Court complex. Do you promise to appear?
Yes.
Based on your promise to appear, it's sort of releasing you to the supervision of the Pretrial Services Agency. You're going to get some paperwork in addition to your release conditions with instructions on how to get into contact with Pretrial Services. You have to contact them within 72 hours of being released. They're going to try and keep you on track with attending your court dates and complying with your additional release conditions, which include mandatory drug testing and monitoring. Do not possess weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, no alcohol, no driving without a valid driver's license. Other release conditions will be put into writing and be provided to you. Do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Moving to our house call matters, number 7, Miguel Dominguez, date of birth 8/15/01. Mr. Dominguez is not present in the courtroom. The note from the sheriff's office was that Dominguez.
Dominguez is unable to function.
They know. What's that?
Unable to function.
Unable to function. That's why he's not here. So we'll find a waiver and proceeded absentia with the initial appearance for the time being on a probation violation warrant from Maricopa County Superior Court. I am appointing the Public Defender's Office, setting a court date for August the 13th of 2026 at 8:30 a.m. downtown Superior Court Complex, affirming the warrant bond at $350 and setting release conditions that will be provided to Mr. Dominguez in writing during the cell site initial appearance that will take place immediately after the conclusion of the 5 o'clock calendar. If there are any changes, they'll be in the written orders, not on the audiovisual feed here. That will adjourn number 7 on the calendar, Miguel Dominguez. Moving to 17 and 18 on the calendar, Gabriel Reyes, date of birth 6/6/79. Mr. Reyes is not present in the courtroom because due to danger to self. So we'll find a waiver and proceed at absentia with the initial appearance for the time being on 2 cases. These are both probation violation warrants from Maricopa County Superior Court. I'm appointing the Public Defender's Office, setting a court date for August the 13th of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning at the downtown Superior Court Complex, and affirming the warrant bonds at $500 and $250 respectively, with additional release conditions reduced to writing that will be provided to Mr. Reyes, Reyes, at the cell site initial appearance that will take place immediately after the 5 o'clock calendar concludes. If there are any changes to these orders, they'll be reflected on the written orders, not on the audiovisual feed here. That will adjourn number 17, 18 on the calendar, Gabriel Reyes. That also brings us to the end of the 5 o'clock p.m. initial appearance calendar for August the 6th of 2026. We will stand at recess. All right, let's test audio. Testing audio. All good? All right, we'll go ahead and get started. This is the 8 p.m. initial appearance calendar for August the 6th of 2026. The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar date of this month shall apply to all matters on this calendar. I will now read the victim's rights advisement. If you are the victim of a crime of a case pending before this court, you are advised that you have rights under Arizona law that, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, to a speedy trial, to present a court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling and sentencing, to receive restitution from a person who's convicted of causing your loss. If you've not already been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here today for an initial appearance calendar. What that means is you're going to hear a little bit more about the allegations against you, whether or not you've been appointed counsel, your next court dates, and your release conditions. As I call you forward, please approach the podium that is in the center of the courtroom over here. If you are next, please sit in the chair that is next to the front door of the gallery. Before we get started, Mr. Reedy, I did see your NOA on the first Anderson matter, but I only saw that NOA. Are you appearing for just the Justice Court matter?
No, Judge, I think we sent a second NOA for the felony matter as well.
Let's double check that. Did we get a second NOA? Okay. I'm seeing the NOA for the matter ending in 504. And I'll check again. All right, Mr. Reedy and Mr. Garcia, thank you so much for your patience. We're going to just look back through and see if we've gotten that second NOA on the Anderson matter. I'll proceed with matters 2, 3, and 4 on the calendar. Brian Cadena to the podium, please. Number 15 on the calendar, Charles Lynch to the chair, please. Good evening, Mr. Cadena. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Brian Alexis Cadena, 8/30/92.
Thank you very much. Sir, we're here today on 3 cases. These are all probation violation warrants out of the Maricopa County Superior Court. The Adult Probation Department has filed petitions to revoke probation, alleging that you have violated terms 1 and 15 of probation. I am appointing the Public Defender's Office, and I'm going to set a court date for you on August the 13th of 2026 at 8:30 a.m. at the Downtown Superior Court Complex. That's across all 3 cases. Also across all 3 cases, I'm ordering that you be held without bail pursuant to Arizona Rule of Criminal Procedure 7.2C at this time. Do you have any questions, sir?
No.
Thank you very much. Number 15 on the calendar, Charles Lynch to the podium, please. Number 6 on the calendar, Daenerys Sanford to the chair, please. Good evening, Mr. Lynch. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Charles Andrew David Lynch, 3390.
Thank you. We are here today on a bench warrant matter out of the Maricopa County Superior Court. This is on a failure to appear from May the 6th of 2026. This is on an aggravated assault and aggravated DUI case. I'm affirming the appointment of existing counsel and setting a court date for a status conference on August the 13th of 2026 at 8:30 a.m. at the Downtown Superior Court Complex. I'm also affirming the warrant bond at $25,000, which is a cash-only appearance bond with pretrial supervision in the event of release through the Pretrial Services Agency. Also, if you are released, no victim contact, no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, no alcohol, no driving without a valid driver's license. Other release conditions will be put in writing and provided to you, sir. Any questions?
The victim is my wife, and I'm still married to her with children, and we live together.
That's not a question. What's your question, sir?
So what am I supposed to do about that? I live with her.
I'm ordering no victim contact.
Okay, I'll just have it removed in the next court date because they don't have that in any of the other stuff. They don't have any no victim contact.
You're free to file a motion, sir, but at this time, given the nature of the charges, I'm ordering no victim contact, sir.
Okay.
Thank you. Number 6 on the calendar, Daenerys Sanford to the podium, please. Number 30, 31, 32, 33, and 34, Desiree Flores to the chair, please. And good evening, Ms. Sanford. Please
Hi,
tell me
Your
your name,
Honor.
date of birth.
Dayanari Sanford, May 13th, 05.
Thank you. We are here today on a grand jury warrant out of the Maricopa County Superior Court. That means that a grand jury has found probable cause to hand down an indictment accusing you of one count of fraudulent schemes or artifices, a Class 2 felony, one count of theft, a Class 2 felony, one count of money laundering, a Class 3 felony, all alleged on or about May the 7th of 2025. I am appointing the Public Defender's Office to represent you and setting an arraignment hearing for August the 13th of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning at the downtown Superior Court complex. Did you have a question for me?
Yeah, but I didn't know if you were done or not.
Go ahead.
Okay, I just wanted to say, like, I was released on pretrial services May 28th. And since then, like, I was attending every court day, checking in with my pretrial officer. I was doing everything I was told. And when this warrant was issued, I was on the way to pick my daughter up from daycare. And he basically just met me at my house and arrested me. Like, so I was doing everything I was told when I was released. That's just what I want to say.
Thank you for the information, ma'am. Given that the grand jury proceedings are still a matter under seal, I believe it's premature at this time to second guess the warrant bond. So I'm going to affirm that out of a measure of deference to the grand jury proceedings. Of course, if the grand jury proceedings come out from under seal and new information comes to light to warrant a review of these release conditions, that's a matter for another day. But for today's purposes, I'm going to affirm the warrant bond.
I don't know what that means.
I'm going to affirm the warrant bond at $10,000, which is a cash-only appearance bond. So if you post bail, you'd be released with restrictions on victim contact, no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, no alcohol, no driving without a valid driver's license. Other release conditions will be put into writing and provided to you. Any further questions?
Yes. Ever since May 28th, I have not been able to work a job because of the release conditions stating that I can't leave Arizona. All my work is out of state. I'm a travel hairstylist and I do stuff out of state. So I haven't been able to work a job. I haven't paid my rent. I haven't took care of my daughter in 8 days. And I've talked to my lawyer for the last case. His name's Roger Carter. When I was arrested on last Wednesday for this warrant, and he told me he couldn't speak on my behalf until I came to court. And he's still not even here, so I don't know. But I don't have $10,000.
And thank you for your input. So here's the issue, okay? It's premature at this time to second guess the grand jury warrant at this time because all of those deliberations are still a matter under seal, okay? So it's out of the measure of deference to those proceedings that I'm imposing these release conditions. As to the out-of-state travel restriction, if you wish to file a motion to have that reviewed or otherwise modified, you're free to do that, but that's an issue for another time. So please do talk to counsel. I did appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you, so please do talk to counsel about that if you're interested in doing that, okay? Anything else?
There's no way that the bond can be reduced?
I'm not inclined to do it at this time, no.
Okay.
Any further questions?
No.
All right, thank you very much. Numbers 30, 31, 32, 33, 34 on the calendar. Desiree Flores to the podium, please. Numbers 7 and 8 on the calendar, 7, 8, 9 on the calendar. Chastity Benally to the chair, please. And good evening, Ms. Flores. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Desiree Flores, March 15th, 1990.
Thank you. We're here today on 5 cases, 4 probation violations and 1 new case. So 4 of these are probation violations on a petition to revoke probation on each case, alleging that you have violated term 1 of probation. And we have 1 new case with a direct complaint alleging 1 count of possession of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony, 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony, alleged on or about December the 22nd of 2025. I'm appointing the Public Defender's Office to represent you, setting court dates for August the 12th, 13th, and 14th of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning at the downtown Superior Court complex. I'm also affirming the bonds in all 5 warrants at $250 apiece. If you post bail, you'll be released subject to release conditions, including no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, no alcohol, no driving without a valid driver's license, contact probation within 72 hours of being released. Other release conditions will be put into writing and provided to you. Any
Can I say
questions?
something? Okay, so the four probation violations are because I got a new charge, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the new charge was one that was charges that were brought up from a year ago?
Yes.
Okay, so when I didn't know that I had a court date at all. I wasn't aware. So when I got a letter in the mail saying I had a warrant, I contacted my PO. I came, I went, I still went in, I talked to her. I didn't, I've been good on probation for the last year. I just don't understand why I have to be like, there's no way that I can be doing this from the outs because I have my son back. Like, I have him back in custody. I'm getting my son back and he's back at home now. And I've been doing everything.
Ma'am, I can't speak for your probation officer, but I might imagine that it has something to do with 5 repetitive felony cases from 2020, 2020,
Right.
2024, and
No, I
2025.
understand. There's last year.
With repetitive, just a moment.
Okay, sorry.
With repetitive allegations, not only of probation violation, but of a new substantive criminal offense. So I imagine that may have something to do with that. Of course, I can't speak for your PO. If you have further questions about that, of course, talk to counsel. So I'm not inclined to release you on your own recognizance. I do have concerns about either your willingness or ability to A, follow probation, and B, attend your court dates. So I'm going to affirm the warrant bonds at this time.
Is there any way they could be lowered?
No, I'm not inclined to do that.
Okay.
Either. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
All right, how are we doing on the NOA? If he can get us one before we're done.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, before we're done with the calendar. Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay.
Mr. Reedy?
Yeah, Judge,
Can
Simon, I know
you-
they asked if they were appearing on both, and we said yes, and then get the follow-up about filing a second NOA, so I apologize.
Yeah, if you can just get that to us before we're done with the 8 o'clock calendar, that would be great. So just give us a heads up whenever that is submitted. You can submit it by email, courtesy copy, and we can put it with the file. So just get that over to us, and then we can go ahead and call your matter, okay?
So you want me to get that to you before we call it?
Yeah, that'd be great. I appreciate it. All right, number 7, 8, and 9 on the calendar. Chastity Benally to the podium, please. Numbers 25, 26, 27 on the calendar. Kyle Gardner to the chair, please. And good evening, Ms. Benally. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Chastity Benally, 9990.
Thank you. We are here today on 3 cases. These are all probation violation warrants out of the Maricopa County Superior Court. The Adult Probation Department has filed petitions to revoke your probation, alleging that you have violated terms 3 and 5 of probation. I am appointing the Public Defender's Office on all 3 of your cases. I'm setting a court date for August the 13th of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning at the Downtown Superior Court Complex. And I'm also affirming the warrant bonds, $250 on the first 2 probation violation warrants apiece. On the third matter, $1,000. Those are all secured appearance bond for a grand total of $1,500. So if you post bail, you'd be released subject to release conditions, including no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, no alcohol, no driving without a valid driver's license. Contact your probation officer within 72 hours of being released. Other release conditions will be put into writing and provided to you. Any further questions? All right, thank you very much. Please step to your left. Numbers 25, 26, 27 on the calendar. Kyle Gardner to the podium, please. Number 14 on the calendar, Angela Sneed to the chair, please. And good evening, Mr. Gardner. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Kyle Floyd Gardner, January 3rd, 1985.
Thank you, sir. We're here today on 3 cases. The first is a Justice Court warrant from Agua Fria Justice Court. The second is a municipal court warrant from Surprise Municipal Court. Finally, we have 1 municipal court warrant from Peoria Municipal Court. So Agua Fria, Surprise, Peoria. Let's start with Agua Fria. This is a post adjudication warrant. Looks like either failure to pay or comply, issued December the 9th of 2025. I'm going to order the counsel be appointed to represent you at the next hearing, which is an arraignment on August the 11th of 2026, excuse me, at 8:30 in the morning at Agua Fria Justice Court. On the surprise matter, likewise, ordering that counsel be appointed to represent you next hearing at surprise, August the 11th of 2026, 1:30 p.m. You're going to notice some of these overlap. On the Peoria matter, likewise, ordering that counsel be appointed to represent you next hearing, August the 11th is your hearing date at Peoria, 9 a.m. These overlap. Obviously, you can't be in two places at once, three places at once. It's going to be your responsibility to contact the courts and modify the scheduling orders as appropriate so you can make it to your court dates. I understand the context with which you got brought in, so I'll leave that to you to handle in terms of the scheduling orders with the appropriate municipal and justice courts.
Okay.
I'm going to affirm the warrant bonds on your Agua Fria matter, $910, on your surprise matter, $50, on your Peoria matter, $500. Those are all secured appearance bonds. Other release conditions will be reduced to writing and provided to you, sir. Do you have any questions?
Yes. So I'm currently in custody I signed a plea today that carries a 1.5 year DOC. So I know I'm not getting released. They sent me here to try to clear the warrants. But how would I go about clearing a warrant if I'm not being released?
You've been seen on the warrants today on the initial appearance. Now it's an arraignment hearing with those three courts on the 11th.
Okay, and I'll be here. So how would I contact them?
So you'll get contact info on the release orders on how to contact those justice courts.
Okay, so I just got to do it before those dates and let them know the situation.
Yeah. So if you need to modify scheduling orders, just get in contact with the appropriate courts to let them know and see what the procedure is to modify the scheduling orders. Likewise, I've ordered that counsel be appointed to represent you when you get to court on the 11th. So if you have further questions, you can address questions to counsel, sir.
Understood.
All right. Anything else?
Are those court appearances, are they going to take me to that court physically, or it'll be here just virtually?
If you're in custody, you'll be transported, sir.
Okay.
All right. Anything else?
No, sir.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right. I received a note that the NOA was sent over for the second Anderson matter. Okay. We'll go ahead and call that matter then. Mr. Reedy, Mr. Garcia, you ready to call 2829 Anderson?
Yes, thank you for your patience.
Okay, and thank you very much. We'll go ahead and get that. So let's call 2829 on the calendar. Cole Anderson to the podium, please. And number 14 on the calendar, Angelina Sneed to the chair, please. And good evening, Mr. Anderson.
Good evening,
Please tell me
Your
your
Honor.
name and date of birth.
Cole Anderson, date of birth, December 30th, 1996.
Thank you, sir. And counsel, please announce, starting with counsel for the state.
Good evening, Your Honor. Stephen Garcia on behalf of the state.
Hello again, Kyle Reedy on behalf of Mr. Anderson.
Thank you. Mr. Anderson, we're here today on two cases. The first is a new case from the Highland Justice Court. The second is also an arrest warrant. This is a PC arrest warrant from Maricopa County Superior Court. Just a moment. All right. So on the newest case, there are three charges alleged. The first, harassment, Class 1 misdemeanor. The second, disorderly conduct, Class 1 misdemeanor. Third, criminal damage, a Class 1 misdemeanor. As to the Superior Court matter, there is one count alleged of stalking, a Class 5 felony. Any record from either counsel regarding probable cause for either matter, starting with counsel for the state?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Reedy.
No, Your Honor.
All right. The court will make findings of probable cause for the stalking count on the Superior Court matter. As to the Justice Court matter, the court will make probable cause findings as to harassment, Class 1 misdemeanor, disorderly conduct, Class 1 misdemeanor. However, the court was not given sufficient information to determine probable cause for the singular count of criminal damage. Mr. Anderson, what that means is that for today's purposes, the criminal damage count doesn't play into my determination of release conditions. What it does not mean is that the prosecuting agency still couldn't prosecute you for that if it thought there was enough evidence to convict you at trial. Okay, so you still have to go to court for that, sir. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Reedy, I did see your NOA. I'll note it's through sentencing. So is this to be understood as a general notice of appearance on both matters?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so I will edit the counsel order to reflect the appearance of Mr. Reedy as counsel of record. Just a moment. Orders will reflect the appearance of Mr. Reedy as counsel of record on the Justice Court matter and moving to the Superior Court matter. All right. All right, Mr. Anderson, you have some court dates coming up. At the Highland Justice Court, your arraignment hearing is on August the 11th of 2026 at 8:30 a.m. As to the Superior Court matter, you have a status conference on August the 12th of 2026, 8:30 a.m., and a preliminary hearing on August the 14th of 2026 at 8:30 a.m. I'll hear argument as to release conditions from both counsels, starting with counsel for the state.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, the state is unaware of criminal history for the defendant. However, Your Honor, this does seem to be a series of events that began, at least that we're aware of, regarding the underlying matter before Your Honor on 4/18 of 26, so in April of this year. And during that day and the days to follow, the victim, who has a child or children in common with the defendant, learned that her tire had been slashed. The Form 4 references tires, and then at another point it referenced a tire. But in any event, Your Honor, a tire had been slashed. She kept having to fill up the tire. She also discovered that a tracking device had been placed under the wheel well of her vehicle. She also started to receive unwanted texts and a phone call from the defendant questioning where she was at. She would tell him that she was at her home, but the defendant would respond that or at least implying that he knew that she was somewhere else. So in short, Your Honor, he slashed her tire, put a tracking device on her vehicle, and there are children or a child involved, as at least one event seems to surround a custody exchange. So obviously that's not a good situation for any minor. So Your Honor, we are asking for the $3,500 secured appearance bond. And should he be released, we're also asking for an electronic tracker on the defendant. Thank you, Your Honor.
Does the state have any recommendation as to the Justice Court matter?
No, Your Honor. We leave that to your discretion.
Okay. And Mr. Reedy.
Yes, thank you, Judge. Pretrial services with electronic monitoring is sufficient to protect the victim. In order to get him to come back to court, he has sufficient ties to the community. He's lived in Arizona for 20 years. They have 3 children in common. His immediate and extended family lives in Arizona. He works as an RN in the ICU at a heart hospital. And so, Judge, there's no flight risk in this particular case. An electronic monitor will safely protect the victim. And so, Your Honor, we would just ask the court to release him to pretrial services with electronic monitoring, not impose any monetary obligation. And that's all, Judge.
Thank you, Mr. Reedy. Anything further from the state?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right. The court's reviewed PSA's risk assessment, a victim impact statement, the arresting conviction report, the nature of the allegations, and the weight of the available evidence. The courts also consider the arguments of both counsel as to the nature, again, as to the nature of the allegations and the weight of the available evidence, to include additionally, Mr. Anderson's community ties and work history as presented by Mr. Reedy. The court does believe that bond is appropriate in the interest of victim safety, given the nature of the allegations, the kind of recurring surveillance that was alleged here. The court does have some safety concerns. So the court does believe that bond is appropriate. So as to the justice court matter, the court would set bail at $250, which is a secured appearance bond. As to the Superior Court matter, the court will set bail at $1,000, which is a secured appearance bond. So if you post bail, you'd be subject to pretrial supervision through the Pretrial Services Agency with mandatory electronic monitoring to be installed before you are released. Additionally, if you are released, do not return to the scene of any alleged crime, do not have any victim contact, do not have any third-party witness contact, no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, no alcohol, no driving a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. Do not leave the state of Arizona. You must obey the terms of any order of protection or injunction against harassment that is currently issued or to be issued and served upon you. Other release conditions will be put into writing and provided to you, sir. Anything further from either counsel, starting with Mr. Garcia?
No, nothing from the state, Your Honor. Thank you.
And Mr. Reedy?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Anderson. You'll receive your paperwork. Please step to your left. And thank you again to both counsel. You may both be excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Number 14 on the calendar, Angelina Sneed, I should say, to the podium, please. Number 22 on the calendar, Dimitri Davis, to the chair, please. Good evening, Ms. Sneed. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Angelina Christina Sneed. My birthday is March 17, 2004.
Thank you very much. We're here today on a new case out of the Maricopa County Superior Court. There are 12 counts alleged. The first, possession of a computer access device, a Class 5 felony. There's 1 count of theft, a Class 1 misdemeanor. There are 9 counts of fraudulent use of credit card, a Class 1 misdemeanor, and 1 count of criminal trespass in the second degree, a Class 2 misdemeanor. I have determined probable cause, and I am appointing the Public Defender's Office to represent you. I'm also setting court dates for August the 12th and 14th of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning at the downtown Superior Court complex. You're eligible for bail. I'm setting your bail at $1,000, which is a secured appearance bond. If you post bond, you'll be released subject to pretrial supervision through the Pretrial Services Agency. You're going to get some paperwork on how to contact them within 72 hours of being released. They're going to try and keep you on track with attending your court dates and complying with your other release conditions, including do not return to the scene of the alleged crime, no victim contact, no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, no alcohol, no driving without a valid driver's license. Other release conditions will be put into writing and provided to you. Do you have any questions?
No, sir, but I probably won't be able to post that bond, so.
Understood. If you wish to seek modification of the release conditions, you may do so by motion, but that'll be an issue for another time. Anything else?
No.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Number 22 on the calendar, Dimitri Davis, to the podium, please. Number 23 on the calendar, Jessica Giese, to the chair, please. Good evening, Mr. Davis. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Demetroid Davis, 11/16/77.
Thank you, sir. Well, you're here today on an out-of-county warrant from Flagstaff Municipal Court. This is on a failure to appear warrant, it appears, out of Flagstaff Municipal. I'm going to order that counsel be appointed to represent you at the next hearing, which is at Flagstaff Municipal Court on August the 11th of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning. Also going to affirm the bond warrant, or the warrant bond, I should say, which is $1,100, which is a secured appearance bond. If you post bond, sir, you'll be released subject to release conditions, including no drugs without a valid prescription, no driving without a valid driver's license. Other release conditions will be put into writing and provided to you. Any questions, sir? All right, thank you, sir. Number 23 on the calendar, Jessica Giese, to the podium, please. Number 19 and 20 on the calendar, Megan Torelli, to the chair, please. Good evening, Ms. Giese. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Jesse Casey, 7/22/96.
Thank you. We're here today on a bench warrant matter from the Maricopa County Superior Court. This is on a narcotic drug and drug paraphernalia case. Date of the warrant is June the 12th of 2026. This is on a failure to appear. I'm affirming the appointment of existing counsel and setting court dates for August the 12th and 14th of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning at the downtown Superior Court complex. I'm also affirming the warrant bond, which is $1,000. That is a secured appearance bond. If you post bond, ma'am, you'll be released subject to release conditions, including pretrial supervision through the Pretrial Services Agency. You're going to get some paperwork with your release conditions on how to contact them within 72 hours of being released. They're going to try and keep you on track with attending your court dates and complying with your additional release conditions, including no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, no alcohol, no driving without a valid driver's license. Other release conditions will be put into writing and provided to you. Do you have any questions? Thank you very much. Numbers 19 and 20 on the calendar, Megan Torelli to the podium, please. Number 35 on the calendar, David Quinn to the chair, please. Good evening, Ms. Torelli. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Megan Turley, 5/28/80.
Thank you. We're here today on two cases. These are both probation violation warrants from the Maricopa County Superior Court. The Adult Probation Department has filed petitions to revoke your probation, alleging that you have violated terms 3, 4, 5, and 7 of probation. I'm appointing the Public Defender's Office to represent you and setting a court date for August the 13th of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning at the downtown Superior Court complex. I am affirming the warrant bonds at $500 apiece. That's for a grand total of $1,000, which is a secured appearance bond. If you post bond, ma'am, you'll be released subject to release conditions, including no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, no alcohol, no driving without a valid driver's license, contact probation within 72 hours of being released. Other release conditions will be put into writing and provided to you. Do you have any questions? Thank you very much. Number 35 on the calendar, David Quinn to the podium, please. Number 10 on the calendar, Hassan Abdul to the chair, please. Good evening, Mr. Quinn. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
David Quinn, 9/26/79.
Thank you, sir. We're here today on a new case from the Maricopa County Superior Court. There are 4 charges alleged. The first, possession of dangerous drugs, class 4 felony. The second, possession of drug paraphernalia, class 6 felony. Third, resisting arrest, a class 1 misdemeanor. Finally, 1 count of obstructing police, a class 1 misdemeanor. That is not given enough information to determine probable cause for possession of dangerous drugs or possession of drug paraphernalia. So what that means is that didn't factor into my determination of release conditions for tonight's purposes. What it doesn't mean is that the prosecuting agency still couldn't try to prosecute you if there was enough evidence to convict you at trial. So you still have to go to court. I did find probable cause as to the remaining counts, and I am appointing the Public Defender's Office to represent you. I'm also setting court dates for August the 12th and 14th of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning at the downtown Superior Court complex. You are eligible for bail under the Arizona Constitution. I'm setting your bail at $500. That is a secured appearance bond. If you post bond, you'll be released subject to pretrial supervision through the Pretrial Services Agency. You'll get some paperwork on how to contact them within 72 hours of being released. They're going to try and keep on track with attending your court dates and complying with your additional release conditions, which include no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, no alcohol, no driving without a valid driver's license. Other release conditions will be put into writing and be provided to you, sir. Any questions? Thank you, sir. Number 10 on the calendar, Hassan Abdul to the podium, please. And number 16 on the calendar, Edison Kinlachini to the chair, please. And good evening, Mr. Abdul.
Good evening.
Your name, date of birth.
Hassan Amjad Abdul, February 19, 2001.
Thank you, sir. We are here today on a Justice Court warrant from San Marcos Justice Court. This is on a failure to appear. The date of the warrant is November the 25th of 2025. This is on a criminal trespassing case. I'm ordering that counsel be appointed to represent you at the next hearing for the purpose of bond. Your next hearing is an arraignment at San Marcos Justice Court on August the 11th of 2026 at 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm affirming the warrant bond, which is $250. That is a secured appearance bond. If you post bond, sir, you'll be released subject to release conditions, including no returning to the scene of the alleged crime, no drugs without a valid prescription, no alcohol, no driving without a valid driver's license. Other release conditions will be put into writing and be provided to you, sir. Any
Okay,
questions?
I do have a question. For the $250 bond, I'm not currently working right now. And I've been in and out of sober living, so that's why I haven't had currently work, or it's been hard to get to courts. So I was just curious, like, is there is there also like, not necessarily like an alternative, but is there anything like to kind of help me through this track of the bond, or like to get out? Is there any type of way to help me through this? Like, I don't know. I really don't know how I'm gonna bond myself out. I really don't. I really have no idea.
So it is a secured appearance bond, sir. So often that involves, if you work with a bail bonding agency, the person going a portion of the bond themselves, and then the bail bonding agency with adequate security, secured appearance, going the rest of the bond. So I take no position on whether or not you should work with a bail bonding agency, but that makes that option available to you.
Okay, and then one last question. I'm staying here, correct, till my next court date?
If you do not post bail, correct.
Correct. Okay. All right. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you,
All
sir.
right. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Number 16 on the calendar, Edison Kinlachini to the podium, please. Number 18 on the calendar, Sandra Jimenez to the chair, please. And good evening, Mr. Kinlachini. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Edison Kinlachini Jr., 11/12/1937.
Thank you, sir. We are here today on a probation violation warrant from the Maricopa County Superior Court. The Adult Probation Department has filed a petition to revoke your probation, alleging that you have violated terms 3 and 5 of probation. I am appointing the Public Defender's Office, appointing the Public Defender's Office to represent you, and setting a court date for August the 13th of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning at the Downtown Superior Court Complex. I'm also affirming the warrant bond, which is $350. That is a secured appearance bond. If you post bond, sir, you'll be released subject to release conditions, including no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, no alcohol, no driving without a valid driver's license, contact probation within 72 hours of being released. Other release conditions will be put into writing and provided to you, sir. Any questions?
No, that's it.
Thank you, sir. Number 18 on the calendar, Sandra Jimenez to the podium, please. Number 1 on the calendar, Damien Chacon to the chair, please. Good evening, Ms. Jimenez. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Sandra Sonia Jimenez, 31483.
Thank you very much. We're here today on a probation violation warrant from the Maricopa County Superior Court. The Adult Probation Department has filed a petition to revoke your probation, alleging that you have violated terms 3 and 5 of probation. I am appointing the Public Defender's Office to represent you and setting a court date for August the 13th of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning at the Downtown Superior Court Complex. I'm also affirming the warrant bond, which is $100. That is a secured appearance bond. If you post bond, you'll be released subject to release conditions, including no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, no alcohol, no driving without a valid driver's license. Contact your probation officer within 72 hours of being released. Other release conditions will be put into writing and provided to you. Do you have any questions?
No.
Thank you very much. Number 1 on the calendar, Damien Chacon to the podium, please. Number 5 on the calendar, Elliot Marco to the chair, please. Good evening, Mr. Chacon. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Damien Chacon, 12/11/2002.
Thank you, sir. Sir, we're here today on an arrest warrant from the Maricopa County Superior Court. This is on a direct complaint issued September the 13th of 2024 with 1 count alleged of aggravated DUI from January the 28th of 2024. I am appointing the Public Defender's Office to represent you, setting court dates for August the 21st and 25th of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning at the Downtown Superior Court Complex. Do you promise to appear?
Yes, sir.
Based on your promise to appear, sort of releasing you to the supervision of the Pretrial Services Agency. So you're going to get some paperwork on how to contact them. I'm also going to order mandatory drug and alcohol testing, so this will be a reprint. You're going to have to contact them within 72 hours of being released. They're going to try and keep you on track with attending your court dates and complying with your additional release conditions, including mandatory drug and alcohol testing and monitoring, no drugs without a valid prescription, no alcohol, no driving without a valid driver's license. Other release conditions will be put into writing and provided to you. Any questions, sir?
So the drug and alcohol, so I would go over there and they would just drug test me?
You're gonna have to follow the instructions of the pretrial services agency on when to report and how to report.
Yes,
So that'll be more information through pretrial services, sir.
Yes, Your Honor. And then I'll, just one more question. I'm gonna get my release form with all that information.
Yeah, we're just printing it right now.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Any other questions, sir?
No, sir. Thank
All
you.
right, thank you very much. Number 5 on the calendar, Elliot Marco to the podium, please. Number 11 on the calendar, Kayla Mercer to the chair, please. Good evening, Mr. Marco. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Elliot Marco, June 17th, 1988.
Thank you, sir. We are here today on a Superior Court arrest warrant from Maricopa County Superior Court. This is on a direct complaint alleging 1 count of possession of narcotic drugs, class 4 felony, 1 count possession of drug paraphernalia, class 6 felony, 2 counts of DUI, class 1 misdemeanor, all alleged on or about May the 24th of 2025. I am appointing the Public Defender's Office to represent you in setting court dates for August the 21st and 25th of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning. Excuse me. At the downtown Superior Court complex. Again, that's August the 21st and 25th of 2026, 8:30 in the morning, downtown Superior Court complex. Do you promise to appear?
Yes.
Based on your promise to appear, it's order releasing you to the supervision of the Pretrial Services Agency. You're going to get some instructions on how to report to them within 72 hours of being released. You're going to treat that basically as a miniature probation. They're going to try and keep you on track with attending your court dates and complying with your additional release conditions, which include mandatory alcohol and drug testing and monitoring. Additionally, no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, no alcohol, no driving a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. Other release conditions will be put into writing and provided to you, sir. Any questions?
No, sir. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, sir. Number 11 on the calendar, Kayla Mercer to the podium, please. Number 17 on the calendar, Maloney Maddox to the chair, please. And good evening, Ms. Mercer. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Kayla Mercer, 52789.
Thank you. We're here today on a Justice Court warrant from the Santan Justice Court. The date of the warrant is June the 26th of 2026. It appears this is on a failure to appear, but I'm looking through the case card on the Justice Court docket. It appears that you may have been in custody in Pinal.
I was.
Okay, at the time of the issuance?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
I actually have a paper right here.
All right. Given the nature of the allegations, I'm not appointing counsel. You may retain counsel at your own expense if you wish to do so. You have an arraignment hearing at Santan Justice Court on August the 25th of 2026 at 9 o'clock in the morning. Do you promise to appear?
I promise to appear, yes.
Based on your promise to appear, it's order releasing you on your own recognizance. If you fail to appear for a court date, a warrant will issue for your arrest.
Okay.
As you are released, you must follow mandatory release conditions, including no returning to the alleged scene of the crime, no drugs without a valid prescription, no driving a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. Other release conditions will be put into writing provided to you. Do you have any questions?
I do. I actually don't know what the scene of the crime is, so would I be told that?
This is a shoplifting count, so I would imagine it's the scene of whatever the shoplifting was alleged to be.
Okay.
So
I'll
if you have
figure it
further
out.
questions about that, please address them with the
Yes,
Justice Court.
sir.
Anything else?
No,
All
thank
right.
you.
Thank you very much.
Mhm.
Number 17 on the calendar, Maloney Maddox to the podium, please. Number 38 on the calendar, Stephen Adams Lawrence to the chair, please. And good evening, Ms. Maddox. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Milani Maddox, 12/15/1999.
Okay, Milani, all right.
Yes.
We're here today on a new case out of the the Goodyear Municipal Court. There are 2 charges alleged. The first, assault, class 1 misdemeanor. The second, disorderly conduct, class 1 misdemeanor. I did determine probable cause. Given the nature of the allegations, I'm not appointing counsel. You may retain counsel at your own expense if you wish to do so. You have an arraignment hearing at Goodyear Municipal Court on August the 26th of 2026 at 1 o'clock p.m. Do you promise to appear?
Yes.
Based on your promise to appear, it's order releasing you on your own recognizance. If you fail to appear for a court date, a warrant will issue for your arrest. Additionally, as you are released, you must follow mandatory release conditions, including do not initiate contact with any alleged victim, do not have any physical contact with any alleged victim, no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, no alcohol. Other release conditions will be put into writing and provided to you. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Number 38 on the calendar, Stephen Adams Lawrence to the podium, please. Number 24 on the calendar, Javier Hielo to the chair, please. Good evening, Mr. Lawrence. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Stephen Lee Adams Lawrence,
0903-1982.
Thank you, sir. We're here today on a Justice Court warrant from the Arrowhead Justice Court. This is on a failure to appear. Date of the warrant is July the 24th of 2026. Took a look at your booking records. Looks like you were booked in custody during that time. Is that right, sir?
Yes.
Okay. So this is on a leaving the scene of an accident case from June the 15th of 2026. Given the nature of the charge, I'm not appointing counsel. You have an arraignment hearing for August the 25th of 2026 at 2:00 p.m. I looked at the minute entry order on your probation case, sir. It looks like you're due to be released to IOP.
Yeah, unhooked, yeah.
Unhooked.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm inclined to do, sir, is release you on your own recognizance. So you get released to the unhooked representative tomorrow, so it doesn't get in the way of that order. So I'm inclined to do that. Do you promise to appear for your court date?
Yes,
for Arrowhead Justice?
Yes, sir.
All right. So based on your promise to appear, it's sort of releasing you on your own recognizance. If you fail to appear for a court date, a warrant will issue for your arrest. As you are released, you must follow mandatory release conditions, including no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, no alcohol, no driving without a valid driver's license. Other release conditions will be put into writing and be provided to you, sir. Any questions?
I'm assuming the outreach program will give you to court, correct? Or you're not sure?
I can't speak for unhooked, sir.
Okay, no problem.
So please address your questions about transportation to them. All right? All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Number 24 on the calendar, Javier Hielo to the podium, please. Number 21 on the calendar, Jose Gloria to the chair, please. Good evening, Mr. Hielo. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Javier Junior Yellow, 08/18/1990.
Thank you, sir. We are here today on a new case from the Maricopa County Superior Court. There's one charge alleged of possession of dangerous drugs, class 4 felony. I was not given enough information to determine probable cause for possession of dangerous drugs. So what that means is that for tonight's purposes, I'm going to order that you be released. What it does not mean is that the prosecuting agency couldn't still prosecute you for possession of dangerous drugs if it thought that there was enough evidence to get a conviction against you at trial. So you still have to go to court.
Okay.
Often in these drug cases, it comes down to a matter of substance identification testing, usually. In any event, I'm going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you and set court dates for August the 21st and 21st and 2026 at 8:30 in the morning at the downtown Superior Court complex. If you fail to appear, a warrant will issue for your arrest. Do you have any questions, sir?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you very much. Number 21 on the calendar, Jose Gloria to the podium, please. Good evening, Mr. Gloria. Please tell me your name and date of birth for the record.
Jose Gloria, 3/29/87.
Thank you, sir. We are here today on a family court arrest warrant. You were arrested on a child support arrest warrant. The purge amount is $850. Please note I can't appoint counsel based on the nature of the allegations in this case. You may retain counsel at your own court date. You have a court date on August the 13th of 2026 at 10 o'clock in the morning at the downtown Superior Court complex for a return on arrest warrant hearing. Any questions, sir?
Other than I've been paying my child support. I just recently started paying again. I don't know if you guys got that, but
well, sir, what I have here is the child support arrest warrant with a purge amount. So if you pay the purge amount, you'll be released, sir.
what's
The purge is $850. Any further questions, sir?
Other than that, if I'm being detained, I'm gonna lose my job and I won't be able to pay you guys your money.
Understood, sir. If you pay the purge amount, you'll be released, sir. Anything else? All right, thank you, sir. All right, we have our interpreter matter coming up. Hello, do we have our interpreter on the line?
Hi, yes. My name is Vanya, ID 406936, appears Spanish interpreter today.
All right, thank you very much. Mr. Kota, please approach the podium.
Señor Cortés, si usted puede, por favor, venir a la banca.
And good evening, Mr. Cota. Please tell me your name and your date of birth.
Y buenas noches, señor Cota. Si me puede decir su nombre y también su fecha de nacimiento.
El 22 de octubre del 83.
October 22nd, 83.
And please state your name.
Y por favor, me puede decir su nombre.
José Manuel Cota Rodríguez.
José Manuel Cota Rodríguez.
Sí.
Thank you, sir. We are here today on a grand jury warrant from the Maricopa County Superior Court. That means that a grand jury has found probable cause to hand down an indictment accusing you of 2 counts of transportation or sale of dangerous drugs, 1 count of possession of narcotic drugs for sale, and 1 count of transportation or sale of marijuana.
Y nosotros estamos aquí porque un gran jurado de la Corte Superior de Maricopa County, Condado de Maricopa, lo ha encontrado a usted que hay causa probable que usted tiene 2 cuentas de ventas, una cuenta de ventas narcóticos y una cuenta de ventas de marihuana.
These offenses are alleged on or about August the 30th of 2004, September the 8th of 2004, and September the 13th of 2004, with the warrant issuing May the 6th of 2005.
Y los días de esta defensa es de agosto 30 de 2004, septiembre 8 de 2004, septiembre 13 de 2004 y la orden de detención fue hecha mayo 6 de 2005.
I'm appointing the Public Defender's Office to represent you and setting an arraignment hearing for August the 13th of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning at the Downtown Superior Court Complex.
Y aquí yo voy a mover el caso con un defensor público y una audiencia va a ser arreglado para usted para agosto 13 de 2026 a las 8:30 de la mañana en la en el tribunal de Downtown.
I am affirming the warrant bond, which is $10,080, which is a secured appearance bond. If you post bail, sir, you'll be released subject to release conditions, which I will read to you.
Y yo voy a estar de acuerdo con la garantía asegurada de parte del jurado de $10,000.80. Señor, si usted paga su fianza, usted va a tener que seguir esas ciertas condiciones a que le voy a mencionar ahorita.
No drugs without a valid prescription, no alcohol, no driving a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. Do not leave the state of Arizona. Other release conditions will be provided to you in writing. Do you have any questions, sir?
Usted no puede usar ningún tipo de droga si no son recetadas a usted. No puede tomar alcohol, no puede conducir si no tiene una licencia de conducir válida, no puede irse del estado de Arizona y van a haber otras condiciones adicionales que se la van a dar a usted en escrito. ¿Tiene alguna pregunta, señor?
No.
No.
Thank you, sir. You may step to your left.
Muchas gracias, señor. Puede tomar un paso para la izquierda.
And that is our only interpreter matter. Thank you very much to the interpreter. You may disconnect.
Thank you, sir. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Moving now to our house call matter, Roberto Guerrero, date of birth 11/30/91. Mr. Guerrero is not present because the issue with Guerrero.
Oh, the issue, near the ETF.
Unable to function, that's why he's not here. Oh, okay. All right, I'm unable to function. That's why he's not here. So we'll find a waiver and proceed in absentia for the time being with the initial appearance on a municipal court warrant from Towson Municipal Court. Oh, we need to get a sooner court date for him instead of Towson before the 17th.
That's what's that one be? For Tulsa.
Yeah, but it's over 10 days.
Oh, that's where, yeah, one, here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So we gotta get in under 10
days?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, there we go. All right, so on this matter, I'm ordering that counsel be appointed to represent Mr. Guerrero for the limited purpose of bond at the next hearing, which is August the 13th of 2026. That is at 8:30 in the morning at Towson Municipal Court. I'm setting bond at $50, which is a secured appearance bond, with other release conditions that will be provided in writing to Mr. Guerrero during the Southside initial appearance, which will take place immediately after the conclusion of the 8 o'clock calendar. If there are any changes, they'll be reflected in the written orders, not on the audio visual feed here. That will adjourn number 12 on the calendar, Roberto Guerrero. It also brings us to the end of the 8 o'clock p.m. initial appearance calendar for August the 6th of 2026. We will stand in recess.